My bad, I was muted. Salute to everyone. I hope everyone's having a great Tuesday. Hope everyone is healthy, staying good, staying with your family, doing everything fine. I'm gonna talk about the Knicks versus the Raptors, and then we're gonna preview the next game against the Pacers and just look at the schedule going on. Yeah, so I got it. Let me shout out my guys real quick. All right, wait. What's good, Mike Johnson? I see you. I'm not gonna read. I read that before, but yeah, I see you were going a little rant about Julius. Andrew K, my guy, salute. Chris B, I see you, bro. What's good? Shout out to everyone who's watching. Shout out to everyone who's going to watch. I appreciate you guys for smashing that like button when I wasn't even on. So shout out to you guys. So the Knicks won against the Raptors, and we fell to them. It was a tough game. We lost 113-104. We were actually leading at one point during this game, and we're starting to see a common trend of us gaining leads, separating a little bit, and then we start looking looking bad, and we start getting lazy. We're not picking up the ball. We're not playing normally into our fullest strength. The defense is looking bad. Just all in all, people are looking off. But let me go ahead and show the box score just because we gotta see like the main important details for what happened. Yo, Will Salkin. What's good, Will Salkin? Salute to you, my guy. Share the screen real quick. My bad. Share screen. We're gonna go over the stats. As I said, Knicks went against the Raptors. We lost 113-104. I think the Raptors are now 5-3. We are now 5-2. First, we're gonna look at the Raptors. OG Anunoby, who actually recently has been going off, having a great season so far. A lot of people have picked him for MIP, most improved player. He scored 36 points, which, by the way, is his career high. He had a career game. 13 for 27 from the field. Not bad, not the best shooting. 4 for 12 from 3, 6 for 7 from the free throw line. 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. And I'm going to talk a little bit about something that doesn't look into the box score for him later on. But he also played great defense, getting his career high, and he played really good defense. And overall, their whole team just looked like they wanted it more than us. Played amazing defense, had a good scoring game, had a great overall game, to be honest. Steve Mikhailuk went 5 for 7, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. He had a pretty good game, too. He was actually a late scratch to start because Scotty Barnes has actually he was out with a sprained thumb, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, he did pretty good. Precious Achiuwa had a bad game offensively, but he still got 9 boards. Gary Trent, another one, 26 points. He had 4 steals, by the way. He was actually playing amazing defense. He didn't make it easy for RJ to get the ball in Fournier and things like that. We're going to talk about that later because he actually made it tough for a few of our guys and actually forced Fournier to not play in that fourth quarter and get benched for IQ. After that, he shot 10 for 22, by the way. 4 for 11 from 3, which is pretty decent. Fred VanVleet, another good game from him. Almost got a triple-double. 17 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. Kem Birch had a decent game as well, 6 and 8. His defense was actually pretty decent too. The whole team defense, I just want to say, they just looked like they had a better defense than us the whole entire time. And coming into this game, I didn't think it was going to be an easy game. That's why I had us winning 111-104. And it kind of looks like it was the opposite. I predicted their score against ours. But nah, I didn't think it was going to be a blowout. I didn't think it was going to be anything like that. But I ended up losing this game. What's good, M. Grady? I see you. Salute. YouTube Visions. What's good, my guy? If you haven't already, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe and turn that notification bell on. I appreciate you guys for staying here and tuning in. My bad. Should Tibbs tweak the lineup? We'll talk about that in a little bit after I finish talking about the grades. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Pause. But yeah. Continuing on. Delano Banton, who's actually pretty decent. Shout out to Hinton because Hinton is actually a fan of him, and he kind of talked to us about him a little last season. On Guillermo's show. Make sure to check that out. Leads you to the Knicks. Eli, my guy, what's good, bro? Frederick, what's good, Frederick? Salute, salute, salute. What's good, guys? All right, continuing on. Chris Boucher. I'm actually a little confused because Chris Boucher was doing really well for them last season, and he was actually a guy that was there in the MIP conversation a little bit for most of the season. And I'm really confused why he only played 10 minutes. I know he's coming back from injury, but I swear I thought that he was playing more. I'm actually gonna check his stats out for this year so far just to see if it's like the games that he did play, he's only averaged 14 minutes. It's actually surprising. He's shooting horrible this year. Right? I mean, I guess that makes sense. Yo, Stefan, I see you. What's good, my guy? Be Civilized says the Raptors play with a lot more energy than us after second half. New York Knicks look gassed. The Knicks, not even the second half. The Knicks in the end of the second quarter looked horrible. They looked atrocious. The energy was off. Defense, they couldn't read the defense at all. They just really couldn't find themselves anything to do with the Raptors at all. Malachi Flynn came in, played some decent defense on Kemba, only scored 3 points and 2 assists, and then Justin Champagne didn't really do much. But he got a good amount of boards, some tough boards. Now let's look at the Knicks side. Again, RJ Barrett with his third good game in a row. Yo, T-Jack, what's good, bro? Salute. Hope everything is well with you. RJ Barrett, third game in a row. Scoring a lot of really good clip. I'll just say this right now before I go over everything. RJ Barrett and Mitchell Robinson were the only two people that really looked like they wanted this game today. That's just what I'm gonna say right now. He went 9 for 13 from the field, 69%, 5 of 8 from the 3-point line, which is great. 4 for 6 from the free throw line. I mean, he's missed a few free throws, but he's shooting around 70%. 6 rebounds, 0 assists, 1 steal, and he had 4 turnovers. There was most of the turnovers I'm pretty sure were in the first half, and he had 1 bad one in the third quarter. But other than that, he had a really good game. 27 points again, just an amazing offensive game from him. He was keeping us in the game for a good amount of time. Then we look at Julius Randle, who we're gonna talk about later as well. 7 for 14, 50%, 4 for 7 from 3, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 block, 3 turnovers, 22 points. Mitchell Robinson, he was 2 for 4. He missed like 2 wide open dunks. Actually, I got kind of annoyed because he had like good looks for dunks and he just kept missing it. And there was this one tough backwards dunk he tried doing and he missed. But no, he played like he showed his heart out today. It just shows why Mitch is really needed for this team. And then we're gonna talk about our center depth because man, we have a tough situation going on ahead for next game. But as always, 5 offensive rebounds, which is big. Mitch, we all know Mitch is always that guy that is top 3 in offensive rebounds. I don't know what he is so far this season, but 5 this game is insane. And they were all like tough hustle rebounds. 12 rebounds overall, 3 assists. He had a nice tap pass. I think it was, I don't remember who it was to, but he had a nice tap pass. And he had 1 block, 1 turnover. And look, fouls. He's been doing pretty well with fouls. You're just seeing the maturity of Mitchell Robinson. One foul, 27 minutes, 6 points, and he's actually shooting like 80-something% from the field. Shout out to him, man. Julian Blum, what's good, Brody? Chop Low, what's good? Salute, family, salute. Patriots are gonna kick our butts, aren't they? We'll see. We'll talk about this a little after this. Chopper. Yeah. Okay. So next up, we got Evan Fournier. Evan Fournier again, not the best game. Only played 25 minutes. 2 for 7 from 3, 5 for 13 from the field, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and only 12 points. Kemba Walker had a pretty good game, I would say. Shot 50% from everything. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, 2 turnovers, 15 points. This is the part where I don't like this whole section on the bottom of the bench. 2 for 8, 25%. 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, 4 points, 2 turnovers. Taj got injured actually this game, so he left early. But he didn't really do much when he was on the court. Alec Burks 2 for 3, 5 points. Not really too much. I'm getting tired of saying this for Quickly. Well, Quickly another bad game, offensively, but he did have 5 assists, which I liked with no turnovers at all. So I guess that's a plus. Obi Toppin 2 for 4, still not making me happy. Jericho didn't do anything. Jericho, I still don't know why we put Jericho in there, to be honest. It was kind of annoying. I thought Mitch should have been in there when we were playing because we were kind of getting on a little run, and I don't like having guys like I don't like having a Obi and a Sims on the floor together because Sims is a rookie and he kind of looked clueless when he was out there. He looked good for like a minute, and then the rest of the 4 minutes didn't really look that good. Yo, the real DSJ, what's good? He says salute to the Dragon Punch Master. What's good, my guy? We're talking about a chop low, bro. It was a tough night. Schedule is getting tough next week. Pace is gonna be different. We play mostly playoff teams next. Yo, we're about to go through the schedule for a little afterwards because I really like. There's a lot to talk about this game individually and a lot of things that we could have done and we didn't do. It's just very a very frustrating game. So we're done with looking at the box score. Now I'm gonna go to the game summary. Look at the game summary. There was eight lead changes and 2 times we tied. We led them basically mainly in the first half. We basically led, and then in the third quarter we just kept switching a few times, and then they completely made distance from us. We couldn't come back at all. There was just no way. We outscored them first quarter. The next 2 quarters they outscore us, and then the third quarter they outscore us by 16 points, which is just unacceptable. We just couldn't score at all. We couldn't find no offense. We couldn't find no defense. And in the fourth quarter, we only outscored them by 3, and that's not going to do anything for us. Look at the game charts right here. Both of us had the biggest lead of 15. Of course, you see it here. We had that 15-point lead early on, and we couldn't get the distance we wanted. And all in all, it ended up just making us never even get close. Like, there was one point at the end of the game where we were down 9 points and quickly had a wide open 3 and he missed it and could have cut down to 6 with like 2 minutes left, but we missed it. We missed it. Chuck Allen, what's good, Chuck Allen? Hope everything is well. We're 5-2. I think we're overreacting sometimes. These are tune-ups. This team is brand new. I know what you're talking about, but there's just like certain things that have been ongoing even when we're winning. IQ and Evan Fournier stopped dribbling the ball too long. And I'm tired of seeing Randle bringing up the basketball, getting ripped. No, you have. Be civilized. Everyone make sure to just look at this comment right here. He didn't even he did a good job talking in this whole entire comment, but another guy, Alec Burks over dribbles so much too. I wouldn't say Evan Fournier really over dribbles, and IQ I can see. Evan Fournier not too much because he dribbles like a decent amount, but in certain areas in the mid post he might over dribble a little bit. But yeah, they need to understand that we have better players. Chopper, they do not want the game. Most tips should have put Grimes in quickly. They putting IQ too many opportunities. Okay. DSJ says this is what I said yesterday, that Toronto is a sneaky good defensive team, not a team to be taken. Yeah, like I said, there's no reason they should be taken lightly. They were 4-3 before they came here. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna look at their record again real quick, but I'm pretty sure they were 4-3. Yeah, they were 4-3 before coming here. They beaten the Celtics. They beaten the Pacers. They played pretty good offensive teams, and they've been playing great defense along with that. That's why my prediction was only a 7-point win, because I thought it was going to be a close game. I didn't think I don't think any of our teams would be able to really blow each other out. To be fair, Levert. Okay, so look at this now. Chris B. I read a tweet earlier from the Pacers PR. Levert is back now, and Brogdon is gonna be back. He said he's ready for tomorrow. So we're going to have to deal with all their offensive weapons. The only guy that's injured for them so far is TJ Warren, and he's going to be out for a indefinite amount. I'm sorry about that. An indefinite amount. So we're looking at, wait, I was on the phone. Chop Low, I said that Brogdon is back now. Karis LeVert just came back, and Brogdon was injured for a few games, and now he's back. So we got Karis LeVert, Brogdon, Miles Turner, Chris Duarte, and we have Sabonis to deal with tomorrow. And Duarte has been really surprising. I'm gonna talk about the Pacers a little later, but Duarte has been really surprising. It's gonna be a tough game. My guy Stephen Fox, that's good. Make sure to check out Sports Vibe TV. They just did. He was just co-hosting, and he's been co-hosting for them for a little now. So make sure to check out that live as well. They were breaking out the last few games, so make sure to check that out. He said, "Chop, I'm coming for my plate." Yeah, me too. You gotta give me a plate too. But okay, so if you missed it, we're looking at the stats from last game. Right now, we didn't talk about it yet, but we're looking at the team comparison. They obviously beat us. You see it. They outboarded us by 7 rebounds. There was like certain situations I would say with the rebounds, like it's not a crazy difference, but just look at the moments when OG was driving into the paint. There was moments where they weren't showing any effort to try to get the rebound. There was this one play Randle didn't show effort getting the rebound, and the Raptors got like 3 rebounds in a row in the paint when we had multiple people in there just not looking up. And that's just the awareness. That's just our continuity. Like everyone was just looking off. It was just not good at all. I said this last game. I actually need to go back so I know like I'm saying the correct thing. So let me look back at Sunday's game. Not Sunday's game. What game is this? Let me go back to Saturday's game and the game details. 22. Actually, no. I think it was Thursday. Oh yeah, it was against Chicago. My bad. I was trying to look at our assists. So here, right here, you see we only had 20 assists compared to their 24. I kind of talked about this last time a few days ago when I was doing the one for Chicago and the Pelicans game. We had 16 assists in the Bulls game. We had 22 assists the game against the Pelicans, and we only had 20 assists against the Raptors. And we definitely should be averaging a lot more assists, in my opinion, because like the way our team is built, there's a lot of ball movement going on and a lot of guys getting open. And right now, they're missing a lot of people open. They're going for the dumb plays. They're just not looking focused. We should be averaging like 25 assists, 24 assists, nothing below that. And we haven't gotten up there since I think the Philadelphia game where the ball was getting passed so much. See what people are saying in the chat. Nobody to guard Brogdon. It will be tough. Yo, that team, the thing about the Pacers is their offense is crazy. And we got to just limit them like how we tried to the last few times. Because I think last year we beat them 2-1. It's going to be a tough time to guard them. But assists, they win in assists. They win in points scored. They win in rebounds. They got 3 up on us. And then look at this. Just know they had 12 steals for the whole entire game, and they had 6 in the first half. We only had 3 the whole entire game. We had 3 steals. The 4 blocks were tied, whatever. That's just I'm gonna talk about this right now too. Donix, yo, what nationality are you? I'm actually Russian. It doesn't look like it, but I'm Russian. But yeah, no, look at this. The defense was off. We all know the defense was off. That's like the main thing we're all talking about. Body language was off. Focus was off. We were lackadaisical. Just look at Evan Fournier trying to guard the ball, dribble the ball. Gary Trent ripped him a few times and made it really tough for him to dribble. OG made it tough for Randle to dribble, and there was moments where Gary Trent made it tough for RJ to just like get the ball from an inbound, get a pass ahead. They just were on everything. They were on top of the defense. They weren't playing around at all. And I wish that we could start playing like that again. It's very like irritating to see us play horrible defense. I don't know. I need to check the defensive rating for the teams. But I think we're down there in like 19th right now on defensive rating. NBA defense rating teams. Let me check real quick. Okay, so team defense. Let me see where we're ranked right now. Actually, if someone in the chat can check in if they know how to do it, because I really don't. I really don't exactly know how to even check the team defensive rating so far. But oh wait, no, I see it. Okay, yeah, Miami has the number one. Of course, the Jazz. And what are we at? We're allowing 109 points. 100. Yeah, we're in the bottom right now. So we are like 19th right now. We're in the bottom right now for defense, around that 19 area. We're allowing 109 points, almost 110 points. I'm looking at all these other teams. Yeah, we're really in the bottom right now. This is bad. I didn't know we were that bad right now on defense. Allowing people to score, but we really are, and it really just woke us up last game, just like it woke us up during the Magic game. And talking about the Steelers, we had 16 turnovers. Compared to their 8, they had 6 turnovers in the first half, or 7 turnovers in the first half, and they barely had any in the rest of the game. Field goal percentage, we shot better than them at 3 and field goal, and they shot better than us on the free throw line. Paying in the points, they got 8 more, but it was kind of similar. Second chance points, like I was talking about, the rebounds. That's where the rebounds come in hand, because they were getting a lot of rebounds in the paint and putting it back up. And then this is just like looking at this right here is just terrible to see. 3. Yes, you see it right. 3 fast break points compared to 21. They overtake us fully in that category. That's just horrible. We were horrible on the fast break. We were barely paying attention. We weren't aggressive enough. We didn't look like we wanted this game, and it just shows you. Let me look at the chat real quick for what you guys are saying. But if you haven't yet, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe, turn that notification bell on, and all that good stuff. Let me see what you're saying. Hope everything good. Yo, Sincere. What's good, Sincere? I see you. Yeah, they were a lot more aggressive. Our defensive rating is really our defensive rating is 19th, which is horrible. Our offensive rating is 3rd at 114, which is good. But the crazy thing, Foxy, and to the chat, is that our offensive rating is 3rd in the NBA, and I feel like we could do so much more to be better on offense, because so many guys are being left wide open and not being caught with the pass. There's just a lot more we could do to be better on the offensive end. And then the defensive end is the same exact thing. Like, once we get it together, we could be so much better. I just need them to pick it up. I know we lost 2 games and we won 5. That's amazing. But you're just watching the game, and it's just like it's a struggle to see the certain things that the players are doing on the other team compared to ours with effort and aggressiveness. I'm not going to front, but I wanted us to be offensively correct, but I did think we would switch up and flip-flop. Last year we was 2 on defense. We're almost last in the league. What have I been saying? I didn't think our offense would be this crazy, but I said that I want our offense to be like in that top 10. I think it was going to be like 7 to 10, and I think our defense was going to be like at that 15 spot. But our defense is at basically 20, damn near 20, which is horrible and horrendous to even look at. It's just not good to look at all. Chris B, great point. After we're done with looking at this, so I'm gonna stop sharing the screen, and I'm just gonna talk about it now. Because my bad. I'm gonna talk about it now because this is a great thing that you commented right now. Because I do want to go ahead and talk about Randle, because Randle has really not been the best, to be honest. The last few games, Randle has just not really shown effort, and like on the offensive end, he's been not the best either. Randle has been really like making me mad. 100%, he's been making me mad. And I think he should be making everybody mad, because the way he's been playing has just been horrible the last 3 games. You could say 4 games, but he's just not been having it at the offensive end. The thing that makes me most mad about Randle is that I understand if you're not shooting well or you can't get to your shot, but I need you to show me effort and good body language. Just show me at least that you care. Because the way he's been playing, it looks to me that he doesn't care about what's happening. And that, as a fan looking at it and as a teammate, is just not a good thing, especially when you're the leader of the team and you're the all-star. So I think it's fair that people are putting a good amount on Randle because Randle is our leader. Randle is an all-star, and when you're an all-star, you have to be treated like an all-star, win or lose. So I think it's completely fair to talk about him. Not saying to trade him, not saying to do all that, because I don't want him to be traded or anything like that. But him getting blame is 100% needed to make him better, and just to show like he's actually like he's good. Like I don't understand like you're saying the defensive boards are uncontested. The fast break issue, a decent amount is on him because when somebody gets the board or they put up a dumb shot or get a turnover, Randall does barely run. He like jogs and he just looks at it, which is really irritating to watch. I hate watching it. I hate looking at that. That just makes it worse as a fan to really like try to enjoy the game. He's just not doing it. Um, and that's why our bench is better with fast breaks. Yeah. Um, OB 15% from three and 50 from free throw. IQ 25. Yo, I didn't put this in the title, but I was gonna talk about. I guess we could talk about the bench now. I want to say this. I don't want anyone to kill me, and if you do, it is what it is. Our bench is very overrated. There was people that were saying our bench can be starters, and our bench is this or that, top one in the league. Like I said before, our bench is one of the top. I would say in the East, not overall in the league. Top in the East, I would say one of the few, like top four, top three, top five, whatever. But the way they're playing now, they look like a bottom bench right now. They look a bottom tier bench. If it's not D Rose, if D Rose is not scoring, yeah, exactly, Frederick. I don't like some people are trying to make it seem as if we're blaming Randall so much, but he's the all-star. We blamed RJ when he was doing bad. People were legit saying to trade him. So I don't understand where the softness is coming for Randall. When Randall was legit the one that was an all-star last year. I feel like people are too like people aren't looking at this season and they're like, "Oh, why are you blaming Randall cuz he did this and that for us last season?" I get it. That was last season, but this is a new season and you have more weapons. So like come on, you can't be like that. I'm gonna shout out my guy Ethan, bro. I appreciate you for being here. What's good, Ethan, bro? Salute. So, all right, maybe he might not be here or he's like loading in. I don't know. But I'm gonna continue reading what you guys are saying. Yo, D-Raz. What's good, D-Raz? He said having Wi-Fi issues. All right, just talk when you can. You're fine, bro. Don't worry. But D-Raz, salute. Pierre Moyes, I see you, bro. Salute. Andrew K said, can't believe. Yeah, I can't believe we're 5-2 either. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. We could be 7-0. We could have beat the Magic, like people are saying, and beaten the Raptors last night. But in my opinion, if we don't lose the Magic game, we don't win Philadelphia. Both the Philadelphia Bulls. I just don't think we win both those games just because I feel like losing just made them so much more um like pissed off and like ready for the next few games and actually show people that they're for real. And they went on a 3-game win streak after that. So I'm hoping they come back with the same fight and go on a win streak again because we got tough teams coming on just like we had those tough games going on. And they got to prove the same exact thing to me. They got to prove it. D-Raz, what's good? You troll? What's good? Did you see the post-game interview? He looked a bit out of it, maybe overreacting, but I don't know. Chris B, actually, I did hear a lot of people. Like I saw people like shout out to MBK. I was looking in the chat. People were like the way that Randall was talking in the interview was getting them irritated because it just looked like he didn't like he was not on it and he like kind of just like put it off to the side. But I don't know, man. It's just like there's something going on with him, and I just hope he can figure it out in the next few games. Because if he's not gonna have it on the offensive end, like I'll tell you right now, so far, you could actually just listen to what we've been saying because me, Ethan, um, Legion and Knicks, Cully, we were all talking about this. I was saying that I feel like I'm like hopefully Scotty Barnes is good with his injury, but if Scotty Barnes wasn't playing, or not if Scotty Barnes wasn't playing, but if Scotty Barnes did play, he would have gave trouble to Randle, in my opinion. But OG took on that factor, and he gave Randle a lot of trouble. And in the Bulls game, Caruso gave him a lot of trouble. Javonte Green gave him a lot of trouble, and Lonzo Ball gave him a lot of trouble. He's not like, he did really good in the first quarter. I know he dropped 18 points and he had like 5 rebounds, 3 assists in the first quarter. But he's not able to really get into his spots in that missed post area. He's not like able to get the guys off of him as easy as he did last year. He was, besides this game, like the last few games before that, he didn't have it like in the offensive end, but he was making like really nice passes. Last game, I can say he made a few, like he made decent passes. He had 5 assists, decent passes, but he was missing a few people, and he was going back to the old Randle from last year, who wasn't able to read the double teams. And his next step for me this season was get to the post, don't over dribble and handle the ball, don't go up with the ball from the outside. Like, let Kemba bring up the ball, stop bringing up the ball. Let Kemba, RJ get into your spots. Let RJ and Kemba handle the ball. Let them do what they do, and then you get in your spots and they can find you. Stop trying to force the ball to you. Like, we don't need you to do that. And I want him to get in the paint, dominate in the paint, kind of like how he did in the Celtics and certain moments of it was the game against Orlando, because he was going off in the paint. I need you to do that and get better with your IQ. Your IQ is not that good right now. You're frustrated a lot. You let your frustration get over you. Please, that's just a thing I really need him to get better at. 100%. Yo, Guillermo, what's good? It's fine if you can't come on, bro. I'm chilling. But shout out to Legion of Knicks. Like I said, make sure to check him out if you haven't already. Transition points killed us. 21-3 is just unacceptable. The game before that too, we got killed on fast break points last game as well when I talked about it. The fast break defense has been horrible. It's just not good. It's not where we want it to be at. He said Randle needs leadership skills. Yeah, 100%. That's why I'm not like, people need to stop being mad when people are like giving tips for Randle, because Randle was an all-star last year. People are trying to call him elite. People are trying to say he's this and that. If you treat him like he's elite and you treat him like this and that, you can't be scared of us criticizing him and hoping that he gets to that next step. Because for us to be on that next step, we need Randle to actually, like Guillermo's saying right here, it's a big year for him to develop mentally, and the post-up has been scouted. They're double teaming him. They're doing all that. Like, come on, like you just got to get better to that. Everyone seems to be giving. Oh yeah, Marcus Smart. I forgot about Marcus Smart. I forgot about that just because he dropped 38 points in that game, and he was doing a little bit of ISO, but the ISO worked in that like beginning of the fourth quarter, or like in the middle of it. Grant Williams couldn't guard Randle. Robert Williams, though, I will say, was doing a little better job than Grant Williams, but he was cooking that game. No more trolling RJ. I co-sign. Yeah, D-Raj, you say you can't give him the keys yet. I mean, he should have gotten more touches last game too. He had 27 points. Him and Mitch, the only guys that look like they cared. Let me see what you guys are saying. Yo, Andre Bryan, salute my guy. What's good? Andre Bryan says Randle needs to take leadership classes during the off season. Yeah, I agree. 100%. Let me know if you guys have any in the chat any takes about last game or the last few games, if it's concerning Randle or anything else, like your main like takeaways, because I know we're 5-2, but a continuing thing that's been happening is us losing leads and not being able to close halves. Because like I said earlier, and I showed earlier, we were up 15, and then we lost the lead, and we were only up 4 points in the half. Our closing out has been horrible. Just in general, the closing out has been horrible. And we were up 7, and then with 9 seconds left, they just guarded Gary Trent so awfully, and then they ended up guarding Gary Trent so horribly, and then he made another 3, and then we were only up 4. But yeah, I'm gonna introduce my guy Nick G. Salute, Nick G. What's good, bro?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's good, D?
I'm not gonna be on for long, but I wanted to pose a question to you. I want to hear your response. So,
Go
of
ahead.
course, watching the game, I didn't really get a chance to watch the game because I can't stand NBA TV.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
It,
Oh, cause you're not here, right? Where are you again?
yeah, I'm in South Carolina.
Oh, okay, yeah. Everyone's in like Carolina, so I'll be forgetting. Not in Carolina, but in Charlotte in general, like around that.
And, dude, you can't watch the game because the team is good now. You get penalized for it. It's like, what are you paying for, a radio broadcast? Anyway, so I want to pose this question. I said it on Morning Drive. So does Randall need to be our Draymond Green instead of what he was last year?
That it's
So
kind of funny because I just like literally watched. I ended off on that bit before I started the show because I was hearing what you said, but continue what you said.
I want to see what the people respond to. I know Gam was in the chat. I know people Ethan and whatever. So I was thinking about this and I was looking at some of the old games and I was saying everything fell apart when Randall tried to take over. Randall, his shot comes and goes. He's very temperamental or whatever. But if he is Draymond Green for us rather than say LeBron what he was last year, because essentially he played a LeBron role, a big power forward or Ben Simmons role, big power forward that played point guard. We have capable point guards now. Is Kimba reliable? It's up in the air, but there's a lot of shooters around Randall right now that he is not as dependent. Like we don't have to depend on him. So the build of the team, essentially, if you want to say Kemba is Steph, Fournier is or RJ is a version of Clay. Um, Iguodala is somewhere in between um, RJ and Fournier, and then you still have Randall being quote unquote Draymond Green, and then quote unquote JaVale McGee, or whoever could be Mitch. I wanted to see what you all think because we are playing motion now and we're implementing it. A lot of our stuff comes out of pistol and all that stuff. I don't know how to like. I think Randall is kind of like a parent who's going through empty nest syndrome, where everyone at one point in time depended on Randall to make a pass so that they could get their offense going. This
Yeah,
year, pretty much no one needs him now. Even RJ has graduated from high school and is now in like the college years of his career, his NBA career, quote unquote, and he is now able to do stuff off the dribble. He does most of RJ's points came off Randall passes last year. So
yeah.
if Randall is not depended on to get other people going, then he essentially is Draymond Green for our team. And I don't know if that's good or bad.
That's I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's a good point, but you know why I find it funny because I know Nick G. We were kind of saying like I feel like most of us like on Guillermo's show were basically saying that during the off season that we think he's gonna average more assists, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, I think he's gonna average more assists, probably like 8, something like that, and he's gonna take a step down on points. Like he's gonna average his 21, whatever, like something like that, but he's gonna be like more involved in passing and playmaking. Like I wouldn't mind that because I feel like that would be the perfect role for him. And at the same time, like let him get those passes off because he has so many opportunities to find more players and he has just been missing a good amount of them throughout the games. Like last game, he couldn't really read the double team that well, but the other games prior to that, he looked like he was better than he was like in the prior year to do it. I think his playmaking can get to that level. Like I think he's a above average playmaker and above average passer to be able to do that.
Right.
Like I was saying, like let him get like RJ can handle the ball a decent amount. If anything, let RJ and Kemba get into your spots. Let them pass to you when you want to score. But when you don't want to, he could take that Draymond role and just catch them because we added shooters into the team. Kemba has actually been doing really well shooting the last like 4 games. He's been shooting amazing from the 3.
Yeah.
Fournier is shooting like 40-something% for the season. RJ is shooting 43 for the season. I feel like that would be like the best thing for him to do right now. But it's also that Draymond has like one of the highest IQ for a power
Yeah,
forward
like
and like a
if
passer.
Randall tried to. No offense, but if Randall tried to be playing a Draymond type role, he doesn't have half the Draymond's IQ to set
Well,
up.
why
Like,
was
Yeah,
good?
but come on. Okay, wait, hold on. But the other half to that is, and I said this on Morning Drive too. Like half of what makes Randall even more special is that if you take away Draymond's passes, guess what's going to happen? He is ineffective. And that's where I feel like the
He has
next level for
defense.
Randall is he has the potential of doing what he did last year. And he could burn people. The idea of what he did last year as being scouted and people knows what we saw that happen in the Atlanta series. We know people figured out what he did last year. The question mark is how is he going to counteract that by and still be effective on the court? I think Randall's defense has improved drastically. So from a defensive standpoint,
agreed, except for last game.
well, yeah,
And
I mean it's going to go and
And
come
His
the
and
effort is
matchups
the
are going
only
to.
thing. His
No,
effort is
the
the
first
only thing
five,
with that.
the first 5 games, I thought his defense, especially his rim protection, improved a lot. But like that New
Yes,
Orleans game, that New
he had a
Orleans and Toronto
4-block
game,
game. I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
yeah, that New
that
Orleans
was
and
good. Just the
the New
last two
Orleans and the
games,
Toronto game, just like turned me
the
off a bit.
last
But
two,
my thing,
his body language has been horrible,
yeah,
and
but
his
my thing
effort
with
on
Randall
defense.
is right. If you want to play him in a Draymond straight role, cool. But it's just a dumb IQ play. The dumb IQ plays, and he plays emotionally instead of with his head sometimes. You could say that Draymond plays emotionally sometimes, but that doesn't get in a way. That doesn't get in the way of his play style. Randall,
I don't
Ra-
know. Draymond takes some irresponsible shots sometimes.
yeah,
But
but
Yeah, he
I
does
understand.
sometimes.
He knows the pecking order.
yeah, but I'm
That,
just saying like Draymond would do that sometimes, but I'm seeing Randall do it at least 2 to 3 times a game now.
okay.
Like that time, like the time where Herb Jones scored on him baseline, and he tried to push the ball up the floor and did a double pump fake, and then he airballed it with just 3 minutes left to go in a game. That's a low IQ play, and that's playing emotionally. I don't think that we could put Randall in a Draymond type of role because he doesn't have the high IQ for that. And plus, it's just nonchalant plays sometimes when he brings up the ball from the court. He's not processing the court well. People are just easily picking his pockets, and the turnovers are just.
Yeah, his awareness has been kind of off, like when he's dribbling it up the court, like he's not looking to the side. But that's also been a team thing, but still, like the awareness has been kind of off. But Nick J, I feel like it's a good point just to say that, just because I feel like if he did like take that next level with his IQ and like his mentality, like with like passing and like when to shoot and when not to, I feel like he would fit that role like perfectly. But I need to see it from him to be able to actually do it. Like, I want to ask you, do you think like when do you think he's gonna like get back to like the normal Randall? Like how many games do you think it's gonna take him to like transition or like get back into the right mindset?
Well, like, okay, that's why I mentioned the parent and the empty nester. So
Ali was good.
there's a lot of people who, when their kids leave, they're in like a culture shock stage, right? Where the person that depended on them is no longer dependent on them, and like that part of their identity is gone. So, in short, Randall's going through an identity crisis right now.
Are you talking about because of RJ? Because of
Well,
RJ,
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
because
as if
it's
the
not just
parent.
RJ, but the guy that replaced the other guy that depended on him, which was Reggie Bullock.
Mm-hmm.
Fournier doesn't need Randall to give him shots.
Yeah, he doesn't like the. I mean, it works like how he does the handoff to Fournier, but Fournier can get to the lane. He's been getting like
Exactly.
floaters and stuff like that. It's completely different from Bullock.
Yeah, Randall isn't needed for Fournier to go off. And technically, same thing for Kimba. Kimba doesn't necessarily need Randall's passes. So, like, what is the dependability on Randall, or the idea that we depend on Randall, is so much less than what it was last year.
100% agree.
So like even his preparation is not, I have to be the guy. I feel the pressure. I have to do everything perfect to make us win games. That's not there anymore. So like it's an identity crisis. I think once we figure that out, and some of that part is where Tibbs is up for play. I want to just give one more thing, and I'm gonna get off, and I'm gonna keep on listening. Is a lot of people are saying that Tibbs is not calling RJ's number, and Tibbs has to call RJ's number. That's BS. This is the NBA. This is not college. One thing is that when you look at guys, it's the point guard who calls the play. This is no longer. This is where I want to see Kemba start imposing his will on the team as a veteran point guard.
Playmaker.
How many times have I said, and Ethan, you were there when I said that Kemba is not Chris Paul.
Yeah, I remember that.
If Kemba was a Chris Paul type point guard, he would have called the number of the guy that actually has the hot hand.
You don't understand how I was on a tear in that second quarter in that Toronto game when Kemba kept calling the two top screens with Randle and Mitch, and then
it looks so bad.
And then he suddenly it's either that or he calls a play with Mitch sets the down screen on Fournier for Fournier to come up and get the ball. It's one of those two. They rarely run RJ off that one screen to come get the ball up off the pick and roll.
Nick G, they did that in the Pelicans game but this was because of Tibbs. This wasn't because of Kemba. Because RJ said that Tibbs ran those plays for him, and Kemba was actually like handing it off for him, and they set one pick for him at the top.
Okay, this is the part that I was trying to at least hint to was if Kemba had this IQ or this point guard skill or whatever that was going to take us over the top, all those plays that you just described is Kemba looking for his own offense or leading the offense. Chris Paul would have said, get that guy who has the hot hand the ball and let's run a play for him instead of calling my own number. I understand there should be balance on the court, but Kemba's not point guarding this team enough.
That's why Booker looks so much better and Mikal Bridges and DeAndre Ayton because he does so well finding them because you rarely I said this before and I said it so many times. All right. I said it so many times, Ethan. You heard me say this, Nick G, you heard me say this, everyone in the chat. Kemba is really good shooting right off the pick. He's really good at it, but you rarely see him actually like do something like other than shoot off of it. Like you don't really see too much like passing or going into the lane with that. It's usually you do the pick and then you shoot right away. You've seen it a lot when he was on fire and doing all that. So the point which Nick G is making is absolutely correct because I've been saying like just imagine if we had like a elite or like a great IQ and playmaker as a point guard. Our team would look so much better. I'm not like it's not me throwing shots at Kemba. It's just like he's not that player that does that. Like he's good for what he does, making threes, making his shots when he needs to. But we just don't have a playmaker and a high IQ PG like that could just get our guys in those perfect situations and spots.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Like a certain.
Yeah, let me know what you feel about it, Ethan. You could go off. I'm reading the chat right now.
I could agree with that to a certain point. Like in that fourth quarter of that New Orleans game, like that Randle shot pissed me off. I couldn't really blame that on Tibbs. That's just your best player making a dumb decision, basing his like actions based on emotion. But for that second quarter of the Toronto game yesterday, where RJ legit was a non-factor in offense, that was Kemba, because he called the two tops 4 plays in a row. And then
it was horrible because they really didn't even get into anywhere with that.
Come up, and he called for the Fournier come up 3 times in like that 7 possession span where Toronto kept going off, and then they made the comeback. That was horrible. That's just bad point guard play. The only thing I could say about Tibbs, where I think Tibbs needs to improve, was in that New Orleans game and in that Toronto game to a degree, where Randall's playing horrible, lazy, like defense. If that's any other player, if that's Obi, you're pulling him out the game and like immediately. But if that's Randall, you're keeping him in the game. That's the only thing I had on that game. But in that, in that Toronto game, in the first quarter, Randall is feasting from the perimeter. Why the second, third, even in the fourth to a degree, they're feeding him out of the post. You're setting up your offense based on Randall in the post.
Yeah. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's the only thing I had based on those two. But that's my only ground against Tibbs. But I just need to see RJ with the ball in his hands more. That's all I want.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this for the people like I see like Stephen Fox. You talking about give Kemba a chance, and people are saying it's only CP3 that's a PG like that. I don't think like it's not more of like Nick G saying that like Kemba is terrible or that we need like CP3 or a guy that's exactly like CP3. I mean, I just think he's like saying that a point guard like that, like as a point guard, you should have that ability to know when your player is hot, you find them. No matter what, you try your best finding them. I think that was the main point of that. And I mean, I feel like that's a valid point that he made. Let me read through your comments now. Ethan, you could like see if you like anything from this. Stephen Fox says all the best players go ISO ball, but they do it in their spots. Randle goes ISO by the 3-point line, which is not his spot. I agree because he was getting a good amount of open threes in that first quarter, and he made like that tough one in the end. But he should have tried to get his rhythm more in that mid range. But he was just struggling with OG at it. Randle got post game interview was embarrassing. Yeah, so many people said it was embarrassing. I'm not surprised. There's two different egos. Shout out to everyone that's watching and everyone that's going to watch. If you haven't already, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on. It's greatly appreciated. Shout out for all you guys watching right now and commenting. I'm reading through them right now. So if you have any questions or any takes, I'm gonna read it right now. Siva Singh, what's good, bro? Salute to Cully as well. He said our bench was trash. I'm still waiting for it quickly to hit a wide open 3.
Oh, let me add on to something about that. Right?
Go ahead. Yeah, you could answer this one.
Yeah, I'm complaining about our second year plan, going through a little of a slump, right? But he's taking good shots. And he had 5 assists with 0 turnovers when everybody else was just turning the ball over. Our point guards, our main ball handler was just turning the ball over, and he had 5 assists and 0 turnovers. He hit a wide open 3, and he missed.
He's still chucking a little, but like a few are bad shots. But last game was good shots. Last game was good shots.
Last game was
and
good
his passing. I mentioned it earlier too. Because I actually didn't know he had 5 assists. He made good passes.
And
last game,
I
no
don't hear
turnovers.
anybody going off saying how I don't hear anybody talking about how we have a 30-year-old veteran who just played $30 million to who's playing low IQ basketball, and our franchise players playing low IQ basketball, but our second-year players probably off the bench, and those are probably playing the best, aren't making low IQ mistakes. But all I'm hearing is about is how he can't shoot, and how he's a little bit of a shooting slump. I just want to wait until quickly goes off for his 25 points in 20 minutes, and I just want to hear what y'all gonna say then. That's hilarious to me. I can't wait to look at Twitter when that happens.
Like I said, I'm giving him 10 to 15 games because he's just having his sophomore slump early. I know people want other players in. Like, okay, like at this point, like I wouldn't mind splitting like the minutes he has with like a Grimes or McBride. It is what it is. But if Tibbs isn't doing that, that's on Tibbs. I don't know. Like I want to give IQ a few more games because not everyone starts the best. Like there's stars that are doing trash right now, and they're probably gonna pick it up later. I just need IQ to see the ball get in the hoop, and him to continue off of that. I think he's gonna have like a streak of good games coming up, hopefully, because the way he's been missing is a little too much, and I think at one point it's due for him to actually do great. Free Grimes. There's situations where they can play. I'm gonna be honest. Grimes and McBride, there's little situations where they can play, but I just don't think Tibbs is gonna put them in there. My guy Justin L, what's good, my guy? Shout out to you. It's good that you late, bro. Don't worry. Because I know you be saying that. Randle is the problem. We trade Randle for okay, no. Mike Johnson. I know you've been annoyed by Randle, but no, I wouldn't trade him for Reddish. Let's see. Oh damn, a lot of chat just like flashed before my eyes. Let me see. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button, subscribe to the pod. You can always read the chat. Yeah, no, the chat, you guys help in the chat because you guys just add on to the conversation, and like it's always good to see other people's takes because at the end of the day, we're all Knicks fans. We're all fans of basketball, so it's always good to see what everyone else says. Yo, Drip More. Salute Drip More. I see you, my guy. Make sure to check out his channel too. He does like cuts and stuff like that. Make sure to check that out. I think Tibbs is the voice of this team, so he should make some changes. I agree. He just won Coach of the Year last year. He has things he still has to adjust with. I'm telling you, don't be surprised because I saw him running more plays. Like Ethan, let me know if you noticed this too. But in the first quarter, in the beginning, Randle was actually setting off-ball picks for RJ, and they were trying to initiate him into a few plays, and that kind of stopped until the third quarter, where it picked up
that
more.
in the first quarter, but it just like stopped in the first quarter and like the first half of the third quarter.
I think that's his next step right now for Tibbs. He needs to. I think he's understanding it. He's gonna understand it more. I think they're gonna run a few more plays and sets for RJ to get him the ball in his hand because. Bro, he's been amazing finishing too. Like his finishing has been amazing the past 3 games.
Yeah, I think it's like 62%.
Yeah, and he's shooting 51% from the field. 50. Yeah. He's shooting 58% from the 2 right now.
Yeah,
so
and it's like amazing. It's on less attempts than last year. So why is his like shots at the rim?
Yeah, he's only shooting 13 shots, and he just
no. I'm talking about attempts at the rim. Like last year, attempts at the rim was like 7.8, and like this year it's like 4.9.
So like he forced it a lot last season.
Yeah, but I'm just saying now, like RJ needs to be taking at least 15 shots a game minimum, and 7 of those have to be coming at the rim.
And he needs I'm glad that because this is my biggest thing for RJ, get him more touches in the beginning of the first, in the first half, get him a good amount of touches so he can get rolling. And guess what? The last 3 games we've been doing that. And people were saying I was wrong for saying that, but look, he's been going off ever since. So I think that's a good thing they're doing right now to get him more touches in the first half. Tibbs needs to go back to drawing board and do some good old soul team searching for a better defense. I don't know. I just feel like the defense overall has been off. I just think it's too much to ask Randle and not Randle to ask RJ and Mitch to do more than they have because they've been fairly equally. Both of them have been the anchor so far. Randle was good in the first few games. Fournier is good in the passing lanes, and Kemba has shown more hustle too. But Fournier literally had to be sat in out for the whole rest of the game for IQ because he was getting killed by Gary Trent, and it was a good decision by Tibbs to take him out. But I still think he should have been put in later into the game, even though he was getting killed because. We're paying him $20 million. He shoots 40-something% from 3 compared to IQ, who has been shooting horrible from 3. And we could have most likely could have gotten a little bit more into the game and into the lead. You're back, Nick G?
Yeah, I'm back. Just for a little while longer, but I'm listening to you.
Yeah, I'm just reading the chat right now. There's a lot of stuff. Can't believe Jules is acting like a diva. I can't say that he's acting like a diva. I just think he's off right now a little mentally. And he needs a little to get it together. I don't really know specifically what it is though. IQ is terrible right now. If Randle can't get it, Quick can get it. Yeah.
Well, okay. So I've been on record with my Quickly take. And
yeah, well, I forgot to tell you because I forgot you were about. You can talk about Quickly. Go ahead.
So the thing about Quickly. Every sophomore has slumps. Every single guy.
I agree.
It's all about the way they bounce back. The reason why I get excited about Emmanuel Quickly is unlike the Tim Tebows of the world. When people criticize them, they quiver, they don't show up, they don't even bring it in practice. Bare minimum, we know that Quickly, Obi Toppin, who had been good, do bring it in practice. They try. We can see actual development in a year more than we can say with Tim Tebow, who right now is averaging a very efficient 4 minutes per game in Dallas and is shooting a 0 for 0 from the field. I think so far Tim Tebow, aka Frank Ntilikina, has hit 1 jump shot in his entire Dallas career. Think about that. But we're criticizing Emmanuel Quickly, who is also defending guys full court, gets screened like every small guard does, and hits screens hard, and he still gets up and still keeps it going. He's trying. He's adding to his game. To me, I'm giving him more rope than I'm giving other guys who have not produced in the past. I do think that one thing that has to be said too, there's sometimes that some players, they don't succeed when other players or a certain type of player succeeds too. I'm saying that meaning that to me, Alec Burke, last year I never saw any games that Quickly and Burke were good on the court together.
I agree.
So, like the idea of Quickly and Burke succeeding at the same time, that's questionable for me. It's either one of them. I could see Grimes coming in and playing fine off of those guys because he waits for the ball. Sometimes Burke is just chaotic for the offense.
He over dribbles.
Thank you.
He does.
And you know, I honestly want more people to say this. We're complaining about a 21-year-old sophomore.
Still Knicks fan, salute.
But like a sophomore player who's like 7 games in, like he works hard. He's shown great potential defensively. He's been playing better defense than Kemba and Rose.
Knicks should check that out, guys. Too.
Yes.
And like he came off the bench yesterday, and we were having turnover problems, and he got us 5 assists and 0 turnovers, and he hit a 3, and he missed the rest, but he took good shots. But you guys don't talk about the 30-year-old who we paid $30 million to, just being a low IQ basketball player sometimes.
It seems like everyone wants Grimes over him right now. He said quick shot 38% last year from 3. Why do we think he's a sniper? 38 is good on your rookie year, especially.
Volume. It's volume. I'm not saying. Look, I wanted Grimes in the draft. I think he fits well. To me, I think the big question mark is what is Burke's long term. Like to me, Burke is trade father. So like as soon as Burke gets off the court, I promise you, IQ is gonna flourish. Like, and the sad part is,
Giants are trash.
We could probably use Kevin Knox more than we can use Alec Burks right now.
Thank you.
Yeah. Though I've been kind of confused. I'll be honest. Like they need to like change something there. I personally want to trade Burks by the deadline if he continues this up, and trade him for like a piece. I will be like trading for Josh Jackson if they want to. That thing is still there for that trade. I don't know. Like
I would trade Burke right now for Harrison Barnes.
Agreed.
Oh no, he's way too much. He's way too good for Burks' price. He's way too good.
Well, no, if you add in Harrison Barnes and
his contract.
Noel, it's Nolan Noel and Burke, you could get Harrison Barnes because it's a $20 million contract.
No, I know. I mean, I feel like because his play is like much better.
Okay, I got you.
Because
I got you.
To me, he's been underrated in general. You remember last year when I was saying the same thing? I wanted Harrison Barnes, but everyone was like, he's 18 mil. They didn't want to pay for him, whatever. But this year so far, in general, he's gotten a game winner. He's been scoring like 20-something. He's been going off. I feel like he would be the perfect wing, especially because he plays defense. Even though he is older, he's coming to the end of his contract. So it gives us some flexibility. He's a great three-point shooter, and he actually drives and passes and rebounds. Like he would be a great fit, in my opinion. My personal opinion. And the Giants game was sad yesterday. I watched that. It was bad. Knicks Nation, what's good? 112 Knicks Nation, what's good? Salute. My only question is Randle a better player than he was last year. So far, he seems to be the same.
Hey guys, I'm getting off. I'm about to head to work, so I'm gonna catch you all later on.
I appreciate you for being on.
To the chat.
Nick G. Yeah, peace out, bro. Appreciate you like always for being on. What were you saying, Ethan?
Oh, I just said that the Nerlens and Burks contracts are just like they're gonna bite us in the ass. Even though like they're kind of team friendly, I just don't see the point of us paying them because I think we're fine without.
3 years was too much for Burks. You should have gave him like a 1+1.
Yeah, it was just like
to be honest,
stupid.
I don't know Heck Breeze. I would just say that Randle, he's just not shooting as much so far this year. Like there's certain points where he is like isoing a little too much and like ball dominant a little too much. But I'll say compared to last year, besides the last 2 games, he's been doing better with passing out of double teams. I would say that much. His assists have looked better. His passes have looked better. RJ went through the same last season, if you think about it, and people were killing him. Let's hope I can bounce back. Yeah, RJ was getting killed. RJ even so RJ had a good shooting game the first game, and then the next 2 games he shot 2 for 12 from 3, combined, and he was just shooting bad from 3, and then he picked it up. He's been good ever since. I think people just need to let him get time. Tebow trash. Why are we comparing him to a football player? If Tips put Quickly in, Quickly was killing him in practice. Yeah, no, I think he's been killing in practice. He's just one of those guys that kills in practice a lot. Burks and Fournier over dribble. Yeah, they over dribble a good amount. I'll say Burks is more, he over dribbles the most out of everyone we complained about. But yeah, I use Kirky and Jerky style. Yo, let's get those likes up. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Make sure to do so. I appreciate you guys for staying on and watching and chatting. To be honest, our bench is a bad fit. All of them basically need ball in their hands to score. We need a catch and shoot type of score off the bench. I wouldn't even just say a catch and shooter because the thing is, and I've been saying this, like I can't even blame D Rose at all because if D Rose doesn't have it, the whole bench doesn't have it because they can't create offense for themselves. Rose has been doing amazing. Besides the last 2 games, he's been off. He's been a little off, and then when he's off, OB is off 100%. Because he's the one that finds OB a lot, and OB can't create offense for himself. IQ can create offense in certain points, but he just hasn't been making his shots. And then Alec Burks over dribbles, and Taj just plays like that defense for us and gets boards. We don't have that guy in the bench who could really like turn it up for us. And I don't know, like we gotta figure it out. Hopefully, our bench starts playing like they did last year because now they're looking like a bottom bench. In the conference, they're looking like a bottom bench. They can pick it up, that would be amazing. And if they can't, maybe put in a Grimes, maybe put in a McBride, maybe put in a Knox. Try to switch up the minutes and the roles and see who's doing good, who's doing not. And if nothing is working, just make a trade. You need to make a trade. We really need to make a trade of that if they just don't work. To add to sophomore slump position, most rookies with that production are lottery guys who get 11 more minutes a game and a long leash. Bro, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, he's a better rebounder, so he's really good. And -7 minutes. Yeah. Like Tip said, people are sacrificing their minutes and their roles, like he said, for us to win. And IQ is in that situation, sadly. But he just gotta learn. He's gonna get better with his passing, his playmaking, his shot IQ, and then maybe he's gonna start bringing it up. Hopefully, I know Knicks Nation. You're a big fan of Knox. You said I'm going to say this. We put Knox in the second unit. Have IQ Rose handle and Knox for the catch and shoot plus the outside threat. Knox is not going to play outside his role. I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't mind Knox right now at this point. To be honest, I wouldn't mind him giving a few minutes to Knox, Grimes, or McBride. Try to find minutes for them. With someone else on the bench. He might. I hope he shows more on defense, but I don't really know where we're gonna get that from. Why are we so quick to dump Noel? Have you seen our defense lately? Oh, I don't think it's Ethan. Ethan wasn't like primarily dumping him on that. I think he was just talking about the contracts because it's like 2+1s. I mean, they're pretty decent contracts, but if they don't like work out, it's gonna be a little difficult to really get a trade for that.
And plus, when talking about the Noel contract, our guards are that bad that we want a guy who's just coming off an injury to be our main defensive front runner, especially when it comes to the second unit, or if we're playing him in Mitch's spots when Kemba and Fournier is on the court, because they just get beat every time, and we want that guy to protecting our paint, especially when he has like what.
Yeah. No, Knicks Nation, I agree with what you're saying. Yes, Salute. He said the contract to Burks and Noel, we need to give the money up. So if we needed to trade, we have players to make the money work. Yeah, no, I 100% agree. I just think he's like questioning that if they do, like Burks is playing poorly, like the 2+1 was a little too much maybe. I like to see RJ and Obi get some extended runs together, had chemistry last season, and we rarely see them. Yeah, when they've been getting a few minutes. During the Pelicans game, he gave a nice transition pass to RJ for the 3. RJ caught him with a lob last game that he missed. But I don't know. They really don't get minutes together. But you're probably going to see that a little more because now I kind of forgot I said I was going to talk about it. Noel is still questionable, and Taj actually left the game early last game. So we got 2 of our centers out of the 3 who are questionable. And I'm gonna be honest, Sims, if we put in Sims, Miles Turner and Sabonis are gonna eat him up next game. So I'm very worried about that center position right now. I don't know who we're gonna put in as our bigs because it's happening at the worst time. Because Oh my God, no! I'm just thinking about it. It's actually at the worst time. Yo, Ethan, we're playing Miles Turner and Sabonis. Then we gotta play Jared Allen, Mobley, and Laurie Markkinen,
I
and
thought we
then
were
we
playing the
gotta.
Bucks. I thought we were
Yeah,
playing
no,
the
no,
Bucks after the
yeah, no.
Pacers.
The Bucks, but no, I'm just saying like it's not like in the correct order, but it's the next 4 games.
Yeah,
So
we're gonna get.
the Bucks we gotta play. Then we gotta play the 3 like giant. Yo, it's gonna be tough if they're injured. Oh man, it's gonna be tough.
Can't
If
wait till
those
that
don't
RJ and
listen.
Laurie, the RJ and Laurie matchup.
Yeah.
Bro, if RJ lets Laurie go backdoor on him 4 more times,
I'm not gonna lie. He's not gonna let it happen every time, but I'm expecting it to happen a few times just because they might be paying attention to like the other centers. We need a defender at the pick. What does that say? I don't know what that.
point of action.
Point of action for just 5 minutes a game. Got to use Deuce, Mitch. They're guarding the big guard, big then wing. Robert Covington would be perfect too, but I just think he's so anchored into the defense for the Blazers and that catch and shooter
They're
that
not
they
trading him.
pick him up. Knox. All I'm saying is what Street Fighter just says. Switch it up. Play other guys we have. The IQ said, let's try other guys, but to let IQ shoot us out the game, I'm not with it. No, yeah, no, I completely, I do agree with you guys. I just do think that for now, I'm still giving IQ 3 to wait. We're going to the 8th game, so I set up to 15 games. Like at the 15 game mark, if it's not working out, you could sub in someone else for him, or just split a little minutes with him. Warning to Knicks fans, we waiting for Frank to only get better and starting to wait for nice. Only player we draft who got better every year is RJ. Yeah, and people still underappreciate him. Yeah, you see, still a shout out to still Knicks fan. Make sure to check his stuff out. He was actually I made sure to like because I couldn't watch because I had class, but I made sure to like and drop a like on his post game earlier on. So make sure to check his stuff out. Does
It's
some
fun
good
to see
stuff
more
too.
small ball.
Yeah, we're probably gonna run more small ball just because I think Jericho cannot keep up with Miles Turner or Sabonis, and they got Brogdon back. You heard right? They got Brogdon coming back tomorrow.
Yeah.
They have Karis LeVert, Duarte, Miles Turner, Sabonis, T.J. Warren is still injured. They still got Justin Holiday. They got a tough scoring team. See what you guys. Versus giving me the Rivers vibes from last season. Knox was playing with those guys last season before his benching. I would love to see Knox running the spot. What's his name? Ethan, you can kind of break that down because you were talking about the plays that you saw Knox improving in. I think you do well breaking that down, especially because you like. Yeah, go ahead.
No, Knox was improving in the horn sets but that was mostly because of what you call it. Tibbs evolved him more with his bigs being with Jericho, but we haven't run any of those same horn sets since the regular season. That was mostly in preseason. So I don't know what Knox would be doing. He'd probably just be standing in the corner. He'd probably just be standing in the corner, but it'd probably be a more fluid offense considering that we won't have 3 main ball handlers. It'll just be 2.
Plus, he's taller too, so it will make it like easier to. I guess like he's not the best defender, but it would like probably give us a boost in the height just to at least like contest. With the taller lineups we're about to go against, so that might be something to look at for Tibbs, like whether it's Knox, Grimes, or McBride, like. This might like in the next few games, if the bench continues struggling, you're gonna have to do that. Like, I'm not blaming him so far for not changing up the bench too much, because I think the best thing for him to do was either insert RJ into that second lineup and give him minutes over there if Burks or IQ wasn't having it, sub him back in for them, or Evan Fournier to try to get offense. I feel like so far, like I saw him do that to RJ actually last game. He inserted RJ. Play with the second unit a bit because I don't remember who wasn't working out, but someone wasn't playing the best. So he subbed in, he got a few points, got it going, and then he continued to do good. It is happening at the worst time. Pacers and the Cavs, horrible time. The timing is like horrible. If we pull our pants up, we winning. Let's go Knicks. Yeah, let's go Knicks. Expect the Knicks to come out flying on defense. They better. If they're not, I'm gonna be cutting on them the whole entire time. If they're not, they better be on par with defense, 100%. I gotta run, but God bless. And salute to Hadouken Ethan, greatest fans in the world. Yo, salute to you, Justin L. You already know you're always appreciated. Always give good takes and comments in the chat, bro. Shout out to you all as well. 13 shots and 39. Yo, it's crazy because RJ hasn't been shooting as much, but he's been scoring a lot with barely any free throws. 13 shots in 39 minutes is 39 minutes is hysterical. No way he shouldn't be the second option over Fournier.
Thank God. I was saying this the whole time, bro.
You know, me and Heck Rizzo have been talking about this on Twitter.
13 shots. It's especially when he was like probably our most fluid offensive player yesterday. Like that second quarter just pissed me off so much. Like I put on the Giants game for a good 30 minutes. People want to watch it. I was just pissed off watching that.
Yep. Yeah, no, Heck Rizzo, I completely understand. You're not wrong at all. Me and Stephen Fox have been talking about it. Me and Guillermo, Ethan, everyone. We've all been talking about this. I was talking about it with Stephen Fox throughout the game. Like we talk about it throughout the game. RG should be getting a lot more touches, and they're just kind of moving away from him when he's on fire, and it's not really understandable by the team in general. We don't need Randle's ISO scoring. RJ is a higher IQ playmaker anyway. I truly believe.
Agreed. I agree with a higher IQ playmaker.
Yeah. No. I was about to say because I know he's not a big fan of Randle. But I'm not trading Randle. Personally, I don't want to trade Randle because I actually like Randle. I just want him to get better, and I do think he will, but he needs a little time. Karis LeVert is a microwave scorer. I really like Karis LeVert's game.
I think nice. We better worry about Duarte more than LeVert for tomorrow.
You think so?
Duarte's gonna be matched up with Fournier, and you see how.
Oh, is he at? I mean,
I think RJ is gonna take on LeVert. That's how they always match up.
Yeah, no, RJ is probably gonna go in between Brogdon and LeVert, but the thing is also weird because it's Karis LeVert, Brogdon, then Duarte, then Sabonis and Miles Turner. So it's gonna be like a whole lot of like random defense because their lineup is tall. They got a tall lineup.
Yeah, I don't even think that Tibbs doesn't play a switch. He doesn't play a switch D. So I just think
Fisher salute, bro. What's good,
I just think it'll be Kemba.
My money.
So Kemba and Brogdon, and then Fournier and Duarte. And I think RJ and LeVert. I think RJ is gonna get the best out of that matchup. He usually does.
Chop low back. I see you in the chat, bro. What's up?
I'm just worried about Duarte. You saw how if you play physical.
He's been looking fluid. Coming for revenge from Summer League.
And if you play physical against Fournier, you can get the better of him easily.
Oh no, yeah, 100%. RJ loves playing the Pacers. Tomorrow might be a 40 ball if you let him go. I'm not gonna lie. I said this.
It's gotta be in Indiana, bro. It's not in the Garden, so it's gotta be in Indiana.
I already said this. Everyone knows here that I said this. After the Bulls game, I said that RJ is going to start to get his flow into things, and then he dropped 35 and 27. I'm not expecting him to drop that much every single game, but I'm expecting him to drop like 18, like 17 to 18 right now at least, especially if he's getting a good amount of shots because I still do think he needs to get more shots. Stephen Fox, I said it earlier. I think this is when you were watching. But I read a tweet earlier, and Brogdon said he's good to go for tomorrow. So that's even more trouble for us. There are still Knicks fans who are waiting until the start of the regular season. You guys kill about Knox defense. Everyone gets burned backdoor. The player Knox is guarding did backdoor him this preseason. What we saw this preseason, lack of time on the court. You're watching the Mav Knicks versus the Heat. I'm actually, just because you said that, I need to put it on. I forgot because I always got it on. Or I got it on now. No, that game is definitely good. I'm gonna watch it after I'm done. RJ's salary is keeping him in a pecking order. When RJ gets his bag, he'll get a better stat.
I don't
think
that has like a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I just think it's him not getting the touches that he's supposed to get personally. And I think it's just like you could just see the way it works when they're playing around. I don't know. You could just kind of read into it. You just see it happening. It's a little strange. I still don't understand it too much, but yeah. Butler. The thing is, Butler is really good at getting calls. Every single time I watch, he's really good at. I remember he was trying to teach RJ how to get calls. That game they were playing.
Likes contact. He likes.
He loves contact.
Yeah, that's what Jaden Ivey cut.
It's good to see Tyler Hero be 0 for 2. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jaden Ivey, watch out for his name in the draft season this year. He's coming out of Purdue. He kind of reminds me in the Jimmy Butler kind of way.
Hardy? I like Hardy.
No, not Hardy. Ivy, he's in Purdue. He reminds me of Jimmy Butler from the one aspect that he loves contact.
Contact?
He'll put his body out to get contact instead of taking an open layup. Kind of mess with it.
Yo, still nice fans. You don't gotta worry about it, bro. I just appreciate you guys watching. I'm about to be on Queens Court. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine if you can't go on. I still got a good amount to talk about. To be honest, we got to talk about next game and like what key procedures we have from like the last few because of this constant streak. So Ethan, I'm gonna ask you right now, what do you think we can do to actually like be better on the defensive end? Because I went over earlier and we're 19th on defense. Our defensive rating is 109.2, and our offense is 3rd in the league right now. How do you think we could improve that? And do you think it's mainly effort, or you just think we don't have the guys to actually play that defense to be like that top 10, top 15?
We don't have the guys in general. We legit in our man defense, there's no way we can improve. It's just Kemba and Fournier. They're just bringing it down. And then like when Randle plays lazy, it's just like you can't do anything about it. We could play a zone, but Tibbs will never play a zone. He'd rather die than play a zone. So
yeah, the help is like what he lives and dies by.
Yeah, so I don't think that there's anything we could really do about that.
So another one I have is we've seen this. We talked about a lot. Me and you and I, we've been talking about a lot. We are constantly closing off halves and end the games, and just like when we have a big lead, we just are lackadaisical. Like, what can we do about that? Is that like a team thing, or is that just like on a certain like part? Is that on Tibbs? Like, what do you think we could do to actually get better
That's
at
on
closing?
Tibbs in the perspective that when we're closing out games, or if it's a close game, you put the ball in the hands of your smart players, or the players who you know can take advantage of a defense. So in that Bulls game, when they're hedging Vucevic off the top on Kemba, that's your sign to put D Rose in the game, because Kemba's not fast enough to beat Vucevic off that corner. So that's your sign to put D Rose in that game. You know, like putting the ball in RJ's hands more to close the game will be ideal, considering that he's probably more higher IQ playmaker than Randle, and we can use him off a pick and roll better than we can use Randle. And I just don't like the idea of Randle bringing the ball up the floor for us in crunch time.
Yeah, are people in the chat? Yo, let me know if you guys are still mad about Randle bringing up the ball, because I still get mad about him.
I'm fine with it to a degree. I'm fine with it like a couple plays a game, like, but not when we're down and we need to push the ball up the court. Or like when Randle's just playing lackadaisical.
Yo, Cade looks bad, by the way. I'm watching.
He'll be alright.
He just airballed a floater, like a close float. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, he's 1 for 7 right now. I'm just watching.
And by the way, I had an argument with a bunch of people on Twitter. Anybody who thinks Cade is a generational talent is completely wrong.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything about that because I still think that Cade is gonna be really good.
I think he's gonna be really good too. I just thought that he was the most polished.
We gotta give it time for that.
Yeah, he's just the most polished player coming out of the draft last year. He's not a.
Is he saying AJ Griffin or is it Griffith?
I think it's Griffin or something.
If you're talking about the AJ Griffin from Duke that I like, I don't know if that's the one, because I like AJ. I've been known about AJ Griffin for a while. I've been following him on Instagram, so I kind of know him a bit.
Oh, and yo, by the way, this draft class, y'all, is horrible.
Yeah, it's very mid.
It's like mid to a degree.
You gotta hope that this draft class is at least like the 2021.
You gotta hope that Jaden Ivey is like has a Ja Morant type season. I can see it happening, but we just gotta hope that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Look at these salute. What's good? Let me see. He said the media will never give RJ his props because then they will have to admit how wrong they were about him. Yeah, they definitely will never do that. The media is just like messed up. RJ had been our best player for the last 3 games. Randall's body language is telling me how impressed he can't accept a young guy being better than him. No, I don't know about that. I still have to see. I do know that he's not looking towards him for some plays, but I don't know. He's just giving me a weird vibe right now. I don't like it. I'm pissed. He gets a board and is always looking down. Pick your damn head up. RJ's unstoppable in transition. Yo, RJ's ISO possessions recently have been perfect.
Yeah, we need a Kevin Love type player, because I swear the amount of times where if you're just a point guard on the floor and you see RJ running, You want to just throw the ball up to RJ, especially when you're turning. Especially,
Bro, I literally scream because I see RJ running transition so much, looking at the ball, so he
because
gets
like,
it, and
bro,
it never happens.
he's like 6'7". You just throw it up to him like a wideout and let him go up and get the ball. Even if it's gonna be like a bad pass, just let him. Especially when he's running the break against Fred VanVleet. Yo, throw the ball up to RJ and let him go bring it down and probably possibly draw a foul, get and one. And the amount of times Kemba in that Pelicans game just pick your head up or throw the ball like down the court, just pissing me off sometimes.
I'll be honest, I completely forgot this dude Frank changed his number to 21. I was so confused because I'm watching it right now. Him and Bullock play. But yeah, no, bro, they don't give it to him enough. He's wearing 21 right now.
Ew.
Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, no, I don't understand it because RJ has been excellent on the isolation drives and finishes. He hasn't been missing. And nobody's like, he's not like, I'm gonna be honest though, the Pelicans game though, they were like Kemba was trying to full court pass it to RJ, but they were just bad passes. And then nobody else has actually given him one when he was actually like wide open running. Like it gotta be more. There's so many opportunities. They were missing Randall Obi last year in that they missed Obi a few times in that type of situation, but they've been missing RJ at a decent amount as well. Let's see what here. I can't stand Randall bringing up the ball after a made shot. Rebound is different, but overall, Randall's stop. You are not a PG and will never be. That's just what happens when you have Point Randall. He's trying to play too much like last year when, all in all, like he said in the press conference, he said, we have more weapons. I don't have to have as big of a load pause as I did last year, but he's still like, I don't know, his mindset is kind of in the same exact way as it was. Another mystery. Randall dribbling up the floor triggers bad ISO behavior. I agree. Yeah, Scotty Barnes and Evan Mobley have looked the best, and Duarte. They've been the top 3 best so far. Looking, Jalen Green hasn't looked the best. I've been watching. He hasn't looked the best at all. His shots, like his shot taking is like decent, but he's just not making as much as he should be. I don't mind Randall bringing up the ball. The goal is to win a championship. Randall not be jealous of your teammate. Yeah, I don't know. We got to see if he's really jealous. I don't really think he personally is yet. This is more for you, Ethan, because you know more about. Because I know like a few, but I don't know so much. He said it's full of
cards in this draft are like.
I heard Ty Washington has looked good in his pre like opener game so far.
Yeah, and I think Caleb Houston reminds me more of a Mikal Bridges than a Trey Murphy because what you call it, Caleb Houston can at least drive and transition more like a Mikal Bridges and is more of a high level athlete than Trey Murphy. Oh, and by the way, bro, we got that Toppin brother who has Obi Toppin's younger brother has better hops than him. That's all.
Yeah, no, his hops are crazy. I watched them.
That's all I'm saying.
It's crazy. He said the only problem with RJ is that he hasn't been a person that scores buckets quick. However, he seems to be starting to move a lot quicker on the court this year. Yeah, he's looking more balanced, and like I said, his dribble got tighter. His dribble looks a lot more tighter. And he's not just doing the same exact like Euro every single time. Like he's actually like angling the ball correctly to get it in the basket. You can hear who should lead this team. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Everyone was saying that in NBK that RJ sounded like a real leader. I mean, I just think RJ was made to be a leader. To be honest, just the way he holds himself, he's humble. Just the things he says. McBride will be making full court passes. Yo, Juju, don't worry, bro. You're not late. I mean, you're not technically late because you could rewatch it anytime you want, like you said. But we're about to move on to the Pacers game and just talk about the comparisons of the guys we have out there and who you think is better on the other side. He's playing like elf towards the end of the season. Randall has to play the role that best fits the team. 100% agree. Randall isn't level-headed. Okay, yeah. RJ's poison built for this. Yo, PH says, I see you, bro. Salute. Butler from Heat takes his time and scores. No need for RJ to rush on offense. Yeah, RJ doesn't rush on offense. I like that he's been more like controlled on offense. He hasn't been forcing too many shots. Randall is level. Okay. So let's kind of move over to the Pacers. what do you think are the key things we need to get done against the Pacers in order for us to win this game?
Mitch's defensive fluidity will be questioned today, especially coming off that injury. They run a lot of handoffs to Miles Turner from Sabonis. It's actually really fun to watch. So, and like the Pacers, they have a bad record, but they're not that bad of a team.
They keep it close to most teams.
Games.
Yeah.
So,
they're 2-6 right now. By the way, for everyone in the chat, Pacers are 2-6. Knicks are gonna come into this game 5-2. After losing one game. They're on one game losing streak.
I say it this way: Randle has to. If we want to win, Randle has to get the better of Sabonis, because with with Turner and how they play, Mitch is gonna be on the perimeter during defensive possessions. So,
yeah, he's not gonna be able to be inside a lot.
He's not gonna be able to be inside to be a box out threat. And even when it comes to offensive rebounding, Randle's gonna have to play more in the post than he would on the perimeter, because Randle's the type of dude who'll just want to take it to Sabonis instead of really try to play to his advantage, which would probably be the perimeter game right now, taking him 1-on-1 from the top of the key. So I think if we control those two aspects of the game, we'll be fine, and making sure that Duarte absolutely doesn't torch Fournier.
Damn. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm just saying what they're saying. 100%. The way they've been playing with Sabonis and Turner this year, especially the way with Rick Carlisle, he's been actually inserting them to play offense together and off of each other. So it's been really good. Duarte has been great also. Like, he's having a good rookie campaign so far, the first 8 games they played. The first 8 games, he's had a great rookie campaign for them. Karis LeVert is just coming back from injury, and he hasn't been shooting the best from the field, but he could get hot any given time and just score a lot. His playmaking is decent. He plays like decent defense. He's not the best defender, but tries his best on defense. And then compared to Malcolm Brogdon, who's coming back from a few-day injury, and he's a great defender. He's one of the best guard defenders. He can score when he wants to. He's a pretty good playmaker as well. It's just a tough matchup right now to go against, especially with how high their offense is. I actually need to see what their overall offense is so far, but actually I see it right here. Let me see. Actually, no, it's defense, but I'm pretty sure the Pacers are one of the top offenses in the league right now. NBA top offense. All right, so let's see. We're number 3. Let me see. The Pacers are at 11 right now. They are at 11 for offense. We are at 3. I mean, it makes sense. Number 3 in offense for us. Number 11 for the Pacers. The Pacers aren't a bad offensive team, of course. But they're not going to be anything you could take lightly. And we're going to have to play great defense against them. We got to be the best we can to stop them. Randle should see RJ as the court as his, bro. If I don't get it, you got it. He truly never hyped him up. It's uncomfortable. Randle ain't getting them MVP chance the same way in panic mode. Randle playing like Elf. Nah, like, that's disrespectful now. Randle, yeah, RJ always cooks them. Run the offense to the PGs, rebound the ball, and don't let Brogdon go off. I think that's a good little breakdown right there. Yeah, you forgot about Duarte. Duarte has been cooking. Cannot overlook the pace. No matter how bad a team is, don't ever overlook any team. No matter what, don't ever do that. When RJ was getting the ball against the Pels, Tibbs was calling those plays, so Tibbs needs to go. Yeah, go to RJ again and again and again and again and again. Get the better. Randle and Sabonis always have great matchups. The first game he killed Randle, but the next 2 Randle had the best of him. But they always have great matchups against each other. And to me personally, Randle and Sabonis cancel each other out. So it's the other pieces that really are important in this game. And the bench is very important in this game because The Pacers have like a mid-level type. To me, they have a mid type of bench. They don't have the best bench, but if our bench keeps playing like they have been the last 7 games, it's not gonna look good for us. Was it McBride or Grimes that locked Duarte down? It was both of them. Duarte actually still did good though, but him and IQ had a little beef during the game. How are they gonna defend our offense? Miles Turner is a good shot blocker. He's gonna be in the paint guarding Mitch a good amount. Sabonis isn't the best defender, but he's decent. Malcolm Brogdon is a really good defender for a guard. Karis LeVert is a decent defender, and then Duarte is a pretty decent defender, but he's a rookie, so he got time to transition. Yo, C-Mac, what's good? C-Mac loves Duarte. I think he loves Duarte. What does Stephen Fox say? Oh, Stephen Fox. Our offense only 3 because of RJ. If RJ wasn't playing, this team's IQ would have us in the 20. I'm gonna be honest, that might actually be true. Yeah, no, Elf is crazy. Don't say Elf. If you are watching right now and you haven't already, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, turn that notification bell on. We're gonna go on for a little more, discuss the Pacers. A little breakdown. I'm just reading the comments right now for what you guys think about the next game. Quickly versus Duarte. I want to see that quickly cross him in summer league. Made him fall. Yeah, they had a little conversation about that too. I think they have a little beef. Duarte, the only rookie you know that's on it. Okay. Run through RJ. I need y'all to slow down the Randle hate. We need him to be really good. There's some people that are hating on Randle, but Quiet Money, I know what you're trying to say, but at the same time, I know you're saying not to put bad stuff in the air, but we're talking about how he has been playing. He hasn't been playing the best. He has to be held accountable like an all-star, which he is. I'm about to compare him to 2 other people. He's not on the level of those people, but I'm gonna say Dame. Tatum, you can't argue he's better than Tatum, but I personally would take Tatum over him, especially because he's younger. But Dame and Tatum have been playing bad. They've been held accountable. So I think it's fair to hold Randle accountable for the way he's been playing. And I love Randle. I think he's going to get it through, but his play just hasn't been on par so far the last few games. My bad. Sorry, I need to take a sip of water. What do you think, Ethan?
I can't really judge the Randle situation right now because it's only been 7 games. I won't take it too hard on him, but I was fine the first 5 games when, he was just missing shots. I was fine with that because, he's running the offense. He was playing really good defense. So I couldn't complain, and we were winning. It was just, when you play lazy-ass defense, and then you're just making low IQ mistakes, and then you want to be considered, and then we want to be considered, a top 4 team or top 3 team, and we could be a potential dark horse team, and that's our best player. I just doesn't sit right with me, but I'm not going to go full out until at least 25 games in.
Yeah, no, I agree. Quickly might be focused for this one. I got to like Duarte. He's on my team. Yeah, I know he's on your fantasy team, but it don't matter because I still smoked you by 200 last week, and I'm about to smoke someone else. I already smoked on you and Ethan, but it's not too hard. You guys are trash. All the joke, of course, but not really.
My team pissed me off last week so much, so much.
No, but kind of going continuing off of it. I was not cheating. You just whack. You just don't draft well. Quiet Money. I know in the sense that who you're trying to talk to the people that are saying to trade him, because I wanted to trade him the first year, but I have not wanted to trade him since. I like Randle. I want to keep him, but yeah, I will say the people that are saying to trade him are a little extreme. But to be honest, everything else is fair. Looking with the trash. I had to. I'm 2-0. I'm about to be 3-0. I already know that. Tyler Hero does have a good shot. He's been pretty good this season so far, but I think he's gonna stop averaging the amount of points he's been averaging a little in a few weeks. But he'll probably be a candidate for 6th man of the year, to be honest. Ron Cleveland, he like followed his path, I think, in a ministry somewhere else, so he stopped the show. Just something he did in his personal choice. We all, like, do what's best for you. He's gonna help his people and like just support others that are like something with, like, I can't like fully explain him, but it's something in that sense. I can't speak for him. I'm not hard on Randle for nothing. He got his bag. Now I need to see production. RJ on a hand deal playing better than his salary. Obviously, when RJ gets his bag, Hobson expectation. Okay. Now you guys are wrong with Knox. I do know he's saying about Knox, because I feel bad for Knox, but I can tell you right now, my dream used to be with, like, for Knox to be good, but I just think this team did him dirty and he did himself dirty. So now there's really like no place for him, and I think he should just go to another team to build himself back up. Because if we for some reason re-sign him, it's gonna be the worst thing for his career. I don't like why he's not locked in defensively. He really needs to understand that he has that he has RJ here too. No, I agree. I'm gonna introduce my guy Cully. Cully, what's good, Cully? You muted. I'm gonna unmute you. I got you.
What's good, man? What's good?
What's good, bro? How you doing?
Salute, man. Salute my man Duke and my man Ethan. Chat. Salute.
What's good? How you feeling?
Good, man. I'm just chilling, man. I had a lot of stuff to take care of. Funny thing is, I was watching the show the whole time, but I was just taking care of stuff.
Cardiac Cully. Yeah, I saw you in the chat. It said Cardiac Cully in the
like
building.
That name, though. I can't take it from
them. Yeah, it sounds fire. I don't even know where he like ran. Like, he took the Kemba.
He said it yesterday.
Yeah, he said it
yesterday.
The other day too. Yeah.
Salute, y'all.
And I'm a shout out the closer, because we got the closer in the building too. J Boogie, what's good, J
Boogie? Yes, I had a call J Boogie.
Man, salute. All the capital X's, man.
Yes,
all
sir.
of them, man.
How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm sitting out here waiting on some family Pizza Hut. Just finished working. I seen you live. I didn't want to hang out too long, but I wanted to come give you some support, give you some love, talk to the chat.
Appreciate
Tell
it.
them, get them like buttons up. Appreciate the youngest one in charge. You know what I'm saying?
They killed it so far. We got 50 likes, basically. We right at 50 right now. Keep smashing that like button.
I need some more. I need some more like buttons for the other days we didn't like them up. Like them up, man. Like them up, man. And you see how Cully over there. I'm looking for Cully too anyway, man. Looking for him, man.
Yeah, you guys are getting that collab, right? You guys getting that collab going?
Yeah,
you know when that collab is gonna be done?
It's on now though.
Okay.
I just got my phone back on yesterday.
We definitely gonna play that when you guys got it releasing. You guys gotta let us know.
No, Boogie, I'm gonna talk to you after.
Yes. I already got word from the other guy, man. You
waiting on me. I know you waiting on me, right?
Woo-wee.
Cully, they waiting on you now.
That's all good. I hit up my engineer. I just hit up my engineer too for the stew. So we go. I'm gonna chop it with you after, Boogie.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I just wanted to come, I just wanted to come hang out with you, brother. You know what I'm saying? The youngest one in charge. He doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate your love, your hunger, your effort, everything you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And you go back in the Knicks catalog like you 50, you know what I'm saying? So that's why, I support and give you the love and the strength that you got. Anything I can do to help your channel grow, man, I'm on that, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing, keep pursuing, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Follow your dreams. They're going to lead you to somewhere else. And all you got to do is put your feet in your shoes and walk in that path that man going to lay out for you. I'm not going to hold you up too long, man. God bless you and your family, everybody on the panel, and everybody that's watching and supporting this man on the chat, man. God bless you all. Let's not be too hard on our Knicks. Let them fight back, you know what I'm saying? And let's find out what's going to happen in the next game, man. God bless you all, man. 3 capital S's. Salute, man.
Yeah, shout out to J Boogie, man. Blessings. God bless J Boogie and his family.
Oh, J Boogie to him.
Right. Yeah, shout out to J Boogie. You already know J Boogie is that guy. Like, he's the closer. He always showing love to everyone that's in the podcast, like with the Knicks, everything Knicks. Shout out to him, man. You already know. Shout out J Boogie. So Cully, actually let me just read this chat and I'm gonna tell you. Ask you a few questions.
Salute Juju. So,
okay.
Josh.
Dripmore said, "Would you trade Randle for Big Cat?"
Oh shoot, yo, with the way Cat. I mean, what's up with the way Cat?
I'm not like the way he just did that is like in the wrong moment to ask this question. He kind of doing us dirty with that. I'm not trading him right now. I need to just see how he's gonna. I don't want to trade him in general, and I don't think Cat will be traded. But I don't think so. What do you guys think?
Cat is a dog, though, man. I don't know. I don't think Cat can be stopped the same way Randle can. That's just me on offense. I don't know. I just don't think he can be stopped the same way. He is a
They're
dog.
similar and not similar at the same time. It's weird. It's a little
strange.
because
Cat is more. I mean, Cat is a face up.
I agree, Clyde, when he's streaky. Go ahead, continue.
Probably the same level of defense. So that's a lateral move. Probably the same level of defense. The defense ain't the best. But I can't say though. Cat is more. I don't know. I think it's harder to stop him when he gets going on offense. Though I ain't gonna front, especially healthy.
I feel like it's very close, to be honest. I just don't think like there will be a point to do it. To be fair, like I don't know. I'm
thinking Cat every day over Randle. I'm sorry.
It depends.
I
would say like Randle, if Randle keeps playing like he is now, I would probably do it most likely. But if he gets back into like a good rhythm,
I'm saying at the top of Randle's game and at the top of Cat's game,
I'll agree with that.
Can't touch Cat in my opinion.
I'll agree with that. But yeah, let me see what they got. Bro, Randle had 5 more assists than RJ and less turnovers too. What you mean we should run the offense through RJ? Because Randle is a turnover machine and not the playmaker RJ is. How is that double hit? Okay, so salute to Stop It Videos and Josh, but Stop It Videos and Josh have like this thing where they think that RJ wasn't held accountable for when he was playing bad in that stretch. They are completely wrong because Cully, we all know that RJ was legit getting killed by the fan base. So please stop doing this like this fake.
RJ gets killed bad, yo.
Like, look, he's saying, I swear some people rather the Knicks suck and RJ turn into a superstar than the Knicks do well. We've only lost once with RJ doing like great because we won the other games with him doing good. Like this gotta stop, please.
I mean, we on a new season now. We on a new season. And isn't Randle's Randle's supposed to be our best player, right? If I'm not mistaken. At least, with a guy
he's just getting treated like an all-star. Like I don't understand it. Like I obviously said people saying for him to trade him is crazy. No, it wasn't 1 and 4 people. Come on, bro.
No, I don't think he should be traded yet. Not yet. I don't think so.
And plus, people were killing RJ, right?
Yo, there's no way they're trying to say that it was like RJ 1 and 4 people saying that about RJ.
Right, even though he was having his struggles offensively, but RJ wasn't costing his games in the sense he was making mistakes. Randle's low IQ plays are really hurting us.
No, I ain't gonna front. Last night, was it the third quarter he was ISOing Randle?
No, he didn't take shots. He was doing it in the first and a little in the second. Well, but that's it, to be honest.
I remember he started ISOing for like a long stretch. Then just was looking real bad. Like, although just when he tried to play make, it just looked bad. I don't know.
Bro, when did I say that Randle shouldn't be traded? Yeah, I said I'm not trading him. Like, bro, I swear this dude Josh is just saying that. When did I say he shouldn't be traded yet? Bro, you just be throwing like stuff out of there, bro. And no, I know what you're trying to say. There's an RJ bias, but no, you're like, look at this. They're trying to say that because RJ had 4 turnovers last game.
Bro, you been on Knicks Twitter?
Like, what happened?
Has Josh been on Knicks Twitter?
I don't not just bro. I looked in Sim's chat where he's always in, and they were all killing RJ. Like, what? I don't know. Like, he's saying just because RJ had 4 turnovers last game with no assists, and Randle had 5, and like with three turnovers, that apparently RJ is like a bad playmaker and stuff like that. Even though RJ literally has 6 assists the prior game with no turnovers. Like, bro, he just like people were just not getting assists. I don't know what you're saying. Right. Like, this narrative is just like horrible that there's double standards because there really isn't. Randle was an all-star. RJ's not an all-star yet, and RJ is 21. There's not an all-star. Like, we're still holding him accountable. Cully said I'm not trading Randle.
I did say it. Yeah, I said I'm not trading Randle yet. I ain't gonna front yet. I'm not trading him yet.
Josh, then what are you trying to say with these turnovers? The turnovers don't like the turnovers. like are not that crazy of a big deal. Like for everything else he did in the game, okay, I guess like his 4 turnovers in the first like half of the game were like crazy. Like I don't know what you want me to say. Randle had 3 turnovers. I'm not talking about his turnovers. He has Randle legit has games where he has 7 turnovers, and we don't like it is what it is because he's getting so many assists and he's getting double teamed. Like I really don't understand what you're trying to say by that because it just makes no sense. Randle has gotten way more hate than RJ did after Game 4. Randle was everyone but like 3. All right, bro. Randle was the all-star of the team, by the way.
Hold up. I'm so confused.
Please just understand that.
Were y'all not on Knicks Twitter when RJ was going through that stretch? And like Randall's
bro, it's not even just Knicks Twitter.
Having 2 bad
it's
games now, right?
Chat.
Randall's having 2 bad games, right? And like only a couple people are talking about it. It's barely not even everybody. I've seen people in other fan bases get at RJ when he was going through that stretch. Nobody in other fan bases are coming at Randle right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nobody cares.
Like, come on, stop that. Stop that.
Facts. I was telling my boy from Chicago, like, yo, I would say, yo, people.
Oh, he's talking about this again. Yo, okay, so you know how Randle had his final stats were 22, 9, and 5, right? That looks like good stats in the box, like if you're a box score watcher. And we all know he had like 18, 5, and 3 in the first quarter. So the way he's trying to say it is since RJ had 27 points on good efficiency with 6 rebounds and 4 turnovers, that still should be considered like a bad game if we're calling Randle's game bad. But Randle was literally like horrible.
Yeah,
like,
but
he was horrible the rest of the game,
watched
but the
the
first
game
quarter.
though.
I don't think he understands
because watchers care about numbers.
Hadouken, calm down. You're about to throw your mic. Nah, I'm not, because it's just irritating. Because I was having a conversation with him earlier, and he was trying to tell me that me saying that Randle had a bad game, even though he had that stats, is horrible to say. How many games did RJ suck in one half and play good in another half? Randle played good for 1 quarter.
Him for that.
Played 1 quarter.
Randle was good for 1 quarter too.
And I also told Josh. If Randle was playing bad on the offensive end, but showing me good body language and was actually effort, like RJ when he doesn't score. RJ when he doesn't
the whole time
score,
we were here, we didn't bring up Randle's offense once. We brought up Randle's body language. His lack of defensive intensity, his laziness, and we brought up low IQ plays. We never brought up his offensive. We've never brought up his offensive scoring ability.
It makes no sense because I literally told when RJ everyone can legit agree with this. When RJ has a bad offensive game, he still shows the same exact effort and he shows the same defense and he shows the same like awareness into the game. Like that's all I want for Randle. He's not scoring. Like that's what I want from him. I don't understand it. Like, look, people are saying it in the chat, and Dribmore likes Randle. He's saying Randle does not run back on defense, bro. Every Randle fan is literally saying it too, but you can't say that Randle had a bad game for some reason. Stats aren't everything. Stats are not everything. Please, like, it's just crazy to say.
RJ's a bad defender. What IQ?
Bro, okay, there's no way. There's no way you're saying
that. He's not the best.
He's not the best off-ball defender, but it's because they do the help because he has the way Tibbs plays defense. If you've been watching the last 2 years, RJ's the help of help.
Scratch man, right? With our help with help rookie.
I don't think.
So saying that RJ is a bad defender off the ball makes no sense because he's crash man off the ball.
He's the help defender. What I don't like. He gets beat backdoor, and that's his fault a few good times. Not the case. He's not the best off the ball, but he's like decent off the ball because he does the help and the way we
the ball defense shouldn't be accounted for from the base aspect that he's crash man.
Yeah, no, it makes no sense because if you're the help defender and you do that every game, and that's how our defense works. We let people shoot threes on the wings, and those wings that they're shooting at is mainly where RJ is at, or it's where Fournier is at. So you can't really say that. That just makes no sense.
Right.
Look, he sucks. His body language sucks and complains to the refs. He lets his emotions get over him. Like, what? Just say you hate Randle, Josh. It's okay, man.
Dribmore. Salute, Dribmore. Salute, by the way.
He said, I'm not saying RJ had a worse game.
Body language has worried me. I will say that. I'll say it with confidence. His body language worries me because it's been a few games now.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
and Josh, your point about RJ when DeMar made a bad play for when DeMar dribbled the ball into the corner and RJ got credited for making the game-winning stop. What happened last year when Randle was getting praise from the national media of being the #1 ranked defensive power forward in per 100 possessions?
When did we say RJ is a phenomenal on-ball defender,
Hold
bro?
on,
I just say he's a great. Yo, you are such a RJ. Yo, I don't even know. Like,
no, because that
you gotta
makes no
stop,
sense.
bro.
You talked about RJ getting credited for
Yo,
like
Josh
defensive
is funny as
stops,
hell.
but
Yeah.
you didn't. But Randall legit got mentioned by national media about him
That
being
he's
the
apparently a
best
good
defensive
defender.
power forward in a per 100 possession. When we all know that Randall sucked last year defensively. He got credited for being the best defensive power forward last year.
There's no
nobody
way
wants
he
to take
just
away
tried
anything
to.
from that.
There's no way he just said just because the Bulls ran a
I'm
bad
done.
play that RJ should not be credited for defending DeRozan with Mitch for making him airball. Like, are you serious, bro? Like, please, you gotta just stop talking about like. You definitely got something against him, bro. It's okay. I know you love Randall, bro. It is what it is. Randall needs to be held accountable, bro. He's literally the one that's labeled the all-star leader of the team. I'm not telling you to trade him, but he needs to get it together. And I said I'll give him time. I don't know why you're acting as if I didn't. I'm talking about the Knicks fan base. There's a clear no, there isn't. Okay, I'm done talking about that. I'm done talking about that. But Cully, how did you feel about last night's game? And then kind of tell me what you think we have to do against the Pacers.
See, what sucks is I caught I think the second quarter of last night's game. I didn't catch the first. No, I caught the end of the first. I was kind of mad about that. Oh no, I caught that. No, I'm sorry. I caught the second, like 7 minutes into the second. So the game, when I caught it, we was up. You know, we was killing the Raptors, and we was killing them. And it's like we lost. It's like we lost everything: focus, the same aggression, everything. And I feel like and offense is our best asset right now. It's not really defense. You know, we have guys that'll buy into the system on defense and try to commit on team defense, but we don't have the best defense. Like, I'll be real. But Raptors they was better at us at everything except for a while. I mean, I think we shot better though. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we did,
better.
except from the free throw line.
Yeah, like it wasn't enough. Like they was more aggressive, and it's like they ain't even have Scotty Barnes or Siakam. And I could imagine if they had them. I could imagine. I will say though, from what I've seen, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. Please do. Anybody correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm not mistaken, I saw us up. We was killing.
We were up 15.
Yeah, we was up 15, and we ended up down 15. But if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna point the finger. I'm gonna put some attention on Randall. If I'm not mistaken, there was a lot of times when he had the ball that just everything started to slow down for the team. If I'm not mistaken, with my own eyes, that's what I swear I saw. And then I feel like after that, the team just lost focus altogether. But I do think I did see a lot of similar plays like from the Chicago game from Randall in the Raptors game, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong though. It does feel like I seen him do a lot of back-to-back stuff that just kept going on fast breaks after that. They kept coming down hitting the three. I don't know.
Let me tell you right now how much they scored on the fast break. They scored 28 more points than us, I think, or 18 more points than us in the fast break.
28 just sounds like the better number, like the exact.
Let me just tell you right now.
Better.
I need to go back to it actually because I closed it, but I'll tell you right now. And by the way, I don't know if you heard, but we're 19th in defensive rating right now. We are allowing teams score 109. But we are number 3 in offensive rating so far.
I didn't even clean up the throne spaghetti on my wall. I'm so mad. Who was that? I couldn't even see. That's funny.
No, I don't know.
That was Booker D. That is so funny. Yeah, that's hilarious.
But yeah, they scored 21 fast break points. We scored 3, and they got 6. They had 12 steals. We had 3 steals. We had 16 turnovers, and they had 8 turnovers.
How many blocks?
The same.
4, 3. Oh,
yeah, it was the same.
Okay.
It was just like the play was horrible. Nobody was like, they weren't communicating on defense. Like RJ and Mitch were the only ones actually playing defense. Fournier literally had to get taken out the game for IQ because he was getting killed by Trent. It was just horrible. He couldn't keep up with Trent.
He got killed by Trent.
Trent was stealing the ball from him a few times. He stole the ball from RJ once and made it go out of bounds, and he was just making it tough.
I respect Trent.
A dog, bro. I said that last year.
I respect Gary Trent a lot more. I know he was a dog. I wish we got him, but it's all good.
Obi, IQ, and Burks kept falling for his pump fakes, and he kept getting open for three. It was so irritating. Oh my god, so annoying to watch. He has
And then
been.
I didn't understand. Oh yeah, you said Fournier's defense because I didn't understand IQ being in with Kimba. I didn't understand that at all.
I think that he should have been put like I understand he took out Fournier for IQ, but he should have put Fournier back in at the end of the game. Because I know he's having an off night, but I'm still putting him back in there because IQ wasn't hitting either. He only hit one shot. Hence why Trent and OG went off, but RJ right now is.
But was RJ on OG like that? Was he on him like that?
Nah, it was Randle.
Nah,
it was Randle, right? From what I remember.
RJ guarded him like a few times in the fourth quarter. He had like a step back three on him. He was
OG
mostly
did have
on
a good.
speed.
OJ was killing. I ain't gonna front. He was killing.
He was violating Randle. I'm gonna be honest. He was
violating. Yo, Gary Trent was every time Randle got switched off. Oh my god, yo.
So Svi was playing the 4 for them. He was like a late scratch because Scotty didn't play. So RJ was technically guarding like the 4, even though it's not really the 4.
Yeah, who's SVI? That's who.
Svi Mikhailuk, the guy.
From Detroit. He was on Detroit before, right?
Yeah, he was on Detroit, then OKC, and then the Raptors.
I was confused at that too. I was looking at that. I'm like, yo, who's RJ guarding? Who is? I'm like, okay, because I think he should have been on OG. I was looking like, why is he guarding him? Like that guy's not really a threat. McCullough's not really a threat, but whatever, yeah.
Yeah, it was a little confusing to be honest, but yeah, no. All in all, their defense was just like atrocious, and the effort was atrocious.
I do agree, Juju.
What did he say? Fournier got to be there. Yeah, he does.
He does. He just needs big shots.
RJ is our future. The soon Randle realized that, the soon he would fall in line to become more like a Draymond Green role play.
He not gonna. Yeah, he should. That would be dope because he could be a Draymond Green more offense, but he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna. I think it's the ego, man. He's not gonna just fall back like that.
Yeah, I want to Gary Trent too. I was hoping to get him.
Me too.
I don't think. To be honest, it wouldn't have made sense. But now for the Pacers, how do you think we attack the Pacers game? We have Todd. By the way, you have feedback. Can you get your headphones?
Got you.
All right, bet. Yo, CP the artist, what's good, bro? You probably want to talk about something. I got you.
You gotta get him up here. You gotta get him up here.
Yeah, let me know if when you get your headphones. Yo, the coolest. Salute. If you haven't, I know I just went on a little rant, by the way, against Josh because he was like, he was just saying some stuff, but what happens.
Yeah,
but
Josh
make sure to smash that like button. Smash that like button, turn the notification bell on, and subscribe if you haven't already. You guys have been showing mad love, so shout out to you guys. He said Knicks are gonna get smoked. Okay.
The coolest. Salute.
Salute.
Coolest.
But yeah, how do you think they're gonna do? By the way, Brogdon is back. He's coming back tomorrow.
Yeah.
So this is their starting lineup: Karis LeVert, Brogdon, Duarte, Miles Turner, and Sabonis. How do we attack that? And by the way, Taj and Nerlens Noel are questionable. CP the artist was playing.
Yo.
By the way, talk about it. I'm gonna get water real quick, but answer the question. I'll be back.
I got you, brother. Yo, I didn't even know Duarte. The question is, how do we attack the Pacers tomorrow? He just named the starting lineup. I didn't even know Duarte was starting. I didn't know that. Caris LeVert. I don't think we played against.
Go
ahead. No, I was gonna say.
No.
I was gonna say. I don't even think we played against Caris LeVert yet. As far as since he's been on the Pacers, that's gonna be tough. RJ. I give RJ. RJ gonna do his thing. I'd rather Fournier on Duarte because Duarte's not the most athletic. You know what I'm saying? He's not the most athletic, and they might be the same size. Fournier might be an inch taller, 6'7", 6'6", whatever, 6'5". I'd rather Fournier on Duarte, and I'd rather RJ on Caris LeVert. That's the best chance we have tomorrow. Randle gonna have to do his thing against Sabonis. They'll probably cancel each other out, and of course we got Mitch to do his thing against Turner. That game can go either way tomorrow. It could either be good or ugly. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna call it how I see it. Brogdon is back. I don't know if we played against Brogdon in the preseason. I don't think we did, but Brogdon's another tough one. That's gonna be a tough one, If they get going, they're gonna get going. That's a tough team. All these teams are healthy this year, and this is what we all said coming into this season. A lot of teams are healthy. These are new teams, new players, and these teams are tough, They have depth. We have depth too, but these teams have depth, size, all that other ish, man. All that other ish.
So I'll say this though, right? I think Kemba and Brogdon will balance each other out, and I think our front court will balance.
I think so.
Front court with Indiana. My thing is, I think RJ might get the advantage over Karis LeVert tomorrow, just because Karis LeVert just got back like a couple of days ago. But I think Duarte is absolutely going to destroy Fournier.
I agree.
I think that's just going to happen. And I was shout out Nick G. He was on his train since like before the draft. I didn't want Duarte to come here. I thought he was going to be a really good player, but I just didn't like the idea of getting a 24-year-old rookie who's probably going to sit on the bench. But I can see now that if we got him, we wouldn't have signed Fournier, and we probably wouldn't have even resigned Burks. He'd have just been our starter right away.
Oh, you're talking about Duarte?
Yeah, so shout out Nick G on that. He was right about that take.
Yeah, he was right about that.
The Knicks probably should have done that move, but I think the RJ will get the best out of LeVert. We'll probably get the advantage over LeVert, and Fournier is going to get destroyed by Duarte. So I think it'll be a close game relatively. It's going to come down to – I think it's just going to come down to whoever can make the last shot.
Right.
I did book a D, don't worry.
Yeah, Hadouken, I was just saying.
Wait.
I'm not going to – okay, my fault. Go ahead.
No, wait, Cody, go ahead. Finish what you said.
No, I wasn't gonna cook that long, CP. I just wanted to say I was just saying how tomorrow because I forgot I didn't know Duarte starts and I forgot Karis LeVert's back. So I was just saying RJ should get LeVert because LeVert's a little more elusive. He's a little more slicker off the dribble than Duarte. But Duarte's still he's still a bucket though. But Duarte's not as athletic as LeVert. Even though I know LeVert got all them injuries. So Fournier, Fournier ain't that athletic either. So I figure Fournier could probably stick with Duarte somewhere. He'll probably get cooked though. But I figure RJ could do his thing on LeVert. Like he could probably, hold him for he probably hold him for the game tomorrow. But yeah, go ahead. Right. Go ahead, CP. Go ahead. Y'all cook.
Yeah, what were you saying, CP?
Here's the thing though. Do you guys respect the defense of the Pacers? I do, because they're lengthy. Pause.
Eric Surreal, what's good, bro? Salute.
And I think they match up better than we do against them. Because if you have like Duarte, right, and he neutralizes Fournier to an extent, and you say that Sabonis and Julius Randle are like a wash, and who's your scoring? Okay, we're gonna have RJ. Well, I never sleep on Karis LeVert.
Yeah, Karis LeVert is nice.
That dude is not. And look. Remember what I said about the Orlando game before the Orlando game? I said, you know what? There's always there's always those players, right, that see the Knicks and bust us up. And the last guy I was talking about was Ross, right? Mm-hmm. And he went off for like 22 points or something like that in the fourth quarter, gave us that loss in MSG, right? Yo, Karis LeVert is one of those dudes. And here's a question I want to have for y'all. What is our bench going to do against their bench?
That's the thing. Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying. The bench has to show up this game.
Okay, who are they playing against? I know that little white kid used to always bust us up. I don't know if he's still on.
TJ McConnell.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's on the bench. They got Justin Holiday on the bench.
Holiday's
they got Brissett. Solid. Brissett is decent. They got a solid bench. They don't have the best bench, but it's solid.
Batadze might not give us problems, but we don't. Taj and Thingy is questionable. So
Pacers are top 3 most. Yeah, they are a boring team to watch. I'm gonna be honest. When I watch them. Sabonis has a huge head. Yeah, nah. Yeah. But yeah, they give.
Oh, they got Torrey Craig too.
Torrey Craig. I forgot the guy that I wanted to pick
a defender we need. 6'8".
I want to.
And they got Torrey Craig and Jeremy Lamb.
Jeremy Lamb, another bucket. Another bucket.
I think we're gonna get washed tomorrow. I'm sorry.
I think we're in trouble, but I'm going with Knicks.
I hate saying it, but I can easily see that happening.
Yeah, so it could go either very ugly or it could go good for us. But it's gonna take every last.
I don't see us blowing them out. I see if the highest that we could beat them will be by like 10 or 11. But I think it'll be a close game. I can easily see Indiana showing up tomorrow.
Yeah, I can say it's gonna take all of us. It's gonna take.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a 20-point loss.
Damn, I like the bluntness.
Book it.
I like the bluntness. Yeah, book it. I'm not gonna book it.
I'll come back here and I'll apologize
Yeah, I'm not predicting this game. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna predict it because I really don't even know what's gonna happen this game. It's such a weird game.
So it can go either way.
Yeah, so
Very
I'm not
bad.
really gonna predict it.
Very bad or good.
Put a string on the bottom of his chin and fly his head. Randle can't. Oh wait, no, please. Okay. Shout out to Eric Surreal. I see you.
Salute Eric Surreal.
Style Video said Randle is a much better scorer shooter than Draymond. Draymond is the much better defender passer. I'd rather RJ be like our Middleton and Randle be our Giannis.
Randle's not even close to Giannis. Stop that.
Obviously, Giannis is better, but I mean, use Randle as a scorer, rebounder who passes out of doubles like Giannis.
I know what he means in that.
No,
regard.
I can't. Hold up. No,
I know in the sense.
You can't play Randle like Giannis because the most underrated thing about Giannis's game is that Giannis probably has a top 3 level of awareness when it comes to double teams and closeouts.
Yeah.
That took him a while to learn. He's top 3 when it comes to awareness. And Randle legit cannot read a floor at all when he has the ball in his hands. He'll still get the ball poked out from behind him when he's bringing the ball up. So I can't play him in that same way.
Yeah. Giannis got better ball protection, I will say.
Well,
oh man,
we talked about this. We talked about this in the last stream. To me, and I keep on harping on this.
TJ the Knick killer.
Randle's ego is coming to the forefront. It seems like he's the Randle the year before. Was it 2019? Okay. 2019 Randle is coming back, with a vengeance. Give me the ball, get me out of the way. You know how many times he looked away RJ yesterday? I was just like, yo, RJ could have had another 30.
CP, don't say it because apparently I don't know if Josh is still in here, but apparently Randle doesn't do that according to Josh.
Yo, Josh, right? Josh broke up me and my girlfriend because it was the day me and him were going back and forth on Twitter, right? And I'm like, I'm getting angry, you know what I'm saying? And then my girl, my ex, she's acting up, you know what I'm saying? So I had that built up energy. So Josh, man, all I'm gonna say is, bro, where's the hose at? Because you owe me one.
Oh my god!
Yeah, no, he's definitely not here.
CP is a funny thing
anymore, but yeah, nah. He I don't know what's up with him, but
yeah, it's too funny.
No, that's actually
that's funny. Yo, CP's a funny
Cole, you look like you got girl. You look like you get girls, man. You look like you get girls. Let me be your wingman, bro.
Come to the city, man. Just come to the city.
Which city? Where you at?
One. I'm in the city. I go to school in the city.
What city, man? There's millions of cities, bro.
Manhattan, my bad. Manhattan.
Oh, okay, damn.
He said the city.
You in Jersey or you in ATL, right? Georgia?
ATL.
Yeah. Could have said CT, don't blame Josh.
Could have got you something.
He's in the wrong.
CT, don't blame Josh.
He said in the wrong thing. Yeah, no, because as the MBK.
I'm gonna blame you. It was that negative energy, bro. It's like going back and forth me.
Good Chuck.
Salute. Stop it. Video salute again.
What up, shout out to everyone in the chat. If you want to be shouted out, say something in the chat.
The question. The question.
Show like something. A thumbs up. Shout you out real quick. Go ahead.
Yo, Duke. I want to say you probably already spoke about Randle's body language, right?
Yeah, no, talk about because you guys weren't here, so you and
I just want to know.
You can just talk about like anything you want from the game and like anything you think like we can fix and what we can do to fix for the Pacers game.
Hold on.
And yeah, that's
Dritmore. Yeah, there are mad girls in ATL, but I'm looking for quality, not quantity.
Okay. Oh. Talk to him.
Yo, as far as Randle though, I just want to know if anybody. No, I just want to know if anybody in the chat. I didn't get to I heard literally. I was on
everyone agreed about the body language. Yeah, everyone.
I just feel like it's off. Yo, it's really. I was on Instagram. I seen people on Instagram saying it, and I don't know. I know I'm not bugging. Like, I know my eyes are not.
Yeah, you're not.
That man's body language. It looked like he checked out. Like he mentally checked out, yo. Like he not feeling it. Like he don't feel like playing ball or something.
Again, back to Josh, according to Josh, because I had a whole like argument with him because he was saying something in the chat. He was saying that we didn't have the same energy for RJ doing like bad on the offensive end for those few games compared to Randle.
The 2 games where like we won by 30 where he didn't have a bad game, and the other game where nobody shot well.
Yeah.
Those are
Here's
two
the
games he
thing.
didn't play
Here's
well.
the thing, though. Here's the thing, though.
Right, Heck Breezo.
Julius Randle is what? 20,
An all-star.
26. Yeah.
26. Okay,
Or
26 years
27,
old.
one of them.
Yeah, right. RJ's
Mhm.
in his third year, barely into his third year. So
Just
we can
turned
give
21,
him-
right?
Bro,
Yeah,
RJ,
he
we
just
give
turned
him
21.
RJ was
leeway.
just allowed to drink, bro, legally.
Yeah.
We could give RJ some leeway, some grace.
Plus,
you know?
the thing that I don't think he understands is he was trying to say like if you look at it, like if you didn't watch the game, like his stats are 22, 9, and 5, and he was shooting good. Like he shot 50%. You look at that and you would say that's a good game, right? Just without watching the game. But
Randle?
he kept trying to, Randle.
Yeah,
But
yes.
He kept trying to use those stats, and he's like, well, if you're saying those stats for Randle weren't good, then RJ had a horrible game. Like that makes no sense at all. I don't understand it. I'm sorry. Makes sense.
And that's why I always say like stats, like numbers do lie, like because the totality of the game, like, Randall couldn't miss, but the problem was in the second half, he kept on going to himself. He kept on calling his own number.
That's what I feel like I saw yesterday. Go ahead, CP.
You guys got the floor, bro. You guys say whatever you want.
It was like a quarterback that was always calling quarterback.
Trying to run.
Yeah, man. It was like, come on. It's like you ain't getting
He thinks he's
nowhere.
Lamar or Mike Vick, but he really isn't.
Yo, he was facts. Yes, Heck Breezo, he looked like I mean, I was thinking about that today. He really looks like how he looked in the playoffs. Or he looked like he's lost. Like,
yes.
And I'm just like, yo, what's up with Red? Like, I'm like, I don't know. Something just looks off, man. Something. I know it ain't the locker room. No, it can't be the locker room because you see Kimba kind of like hyping everybody up. I know nobody's saying nothing to him. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's in his own head. Like you said, he just calling his own number. Something just looks off, yo. It looks off.
Look,
like, remember?
I gotta look.
Yeah, go ahead.
How about that? Like, there was a turnover, really bad turnover, or a shot that Randall did, and they put the camera on Tibbs, and Tibbs was biting his tongue, boy.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. Tibbs was pissed. Yes, at Randall
because he knows he can't start a controversy with Randall and so forth and so on. They don't want that.
Yeah.
Nah, they don't want that. I don't think they want that. I don't think they want that. I think they'll talk to him behind closed doors, whatever, show him the tape, show him like, yo, this is what we need from you, this, that, and third, da 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 da. And let's make it work. You know what I mean? But I think it just felt like he was mad. RJ got his career high, and he was going for his. He was just going for his. Like,
yo, and why are you mad? That's what's killing me. Why?
I'm not saying that because
that one play in that Pelicans game, I'm gonna bring that up for like the next couple months. The emotional
red hot, bro.
The emotional instability and low IQ that you got beat off the dribble by a rookie baseline. You take the ball, you run up the court with 3 minutes left in a close game.
RJ is wide open.
Double pump fake, and you airball the shot. You don't get back on defense because you're yelling at the ref.
Yes.
And then you allow him to score. And you're just so lucky that RJ closes out that game. Because if he doesn't, I'm on your ass the next day.
Yeah,
bro. We just gotta be happy because RJ is like looking like he's starting to take that next step because the way he's scoring right now is he's not scoring just off of Randall. Like he's actually scoring on his own.
He what in the past 2 games he scored like what?
3 games he's averaging 27 on crazy efficiency.
No, talking about the past 2 games, he scored 62 points in total on a combined 31 shots. So that's 2 points a shot.
And it was on crazy efficiency from 2 and the 3. Like it's been amazing. I think RJ is gonna continue to, and I think that Tibbs is starting to learn that you do gotta run more plays for him and get him more involved. Like people were mad at me because I was saying I don't want Tibbs to waste RJ's scoring potential. And look what RJ is doing instead of just staying in the corner all game. He's actually scoring in other ways. Yep. Like you don't do that to someone that has offensive scoring potential. You don't do that to them. It just would make no sense. That's what my fear was coming into the season, but it's looking like these last few games that Tibbs is finally like learning something.
Can
So
I
I
ask
hope
y'all
he continues to.
Can I ask y'all something? When y'all heard those comments from Marcus Smart the other day, did y'all think if he was on the Knicks, you'd be like, "Yo, we know who he talking about"?
Wait, say that again.
When he said
Oh
something,
yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
definitely.
Wait, what are you guys talking about? I was reading the chat.
When
I
Marcus
didn't-
Smart,
Marcus
blew
Smart
up
made
on,
them comments.
Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown.
Yeah.
I think that the comment that Smart made was more towards Tatum than it was towards Brown, because Brown has actually been playing well. But if Marcus Smart was on this team, Marcus Smart.
By the way, it made it
For
sound
one.
bad. Like the quote made it sound bad, but like when you watch the actual
wasn't
interview,
that
he was
bad,
just
'cause
saying that they were like learning. But yeah,
Marcus Smart sounded like a dude, right? Which
Mhm.
he brought this up to the coach and he brought this up to the front office, and then they basically ignored him. So he just said it publicly, so he can now,
Facts.
so they can now like actually bring it up.
And I respect it. I respect it because I think him and Jalen Brown fought in the locker room. Remember last, or was it 2 seasons ago? They said they had said the players had a confrontation in the locker room. I think it was him and Jalen Brown.
No, it was Mark. Yeah, it was Mark. No, it was Marcus Smart because Marcus Smart threw a chair. There was like he was like pissed. I remember when that happened last season.
Yo, and I respect him though because he'd go upside heads. That's what we need over here. I respect Marcus Smart. Plus, I mean, the media is not as crazy as it is in Boston as it is here. We would have got this media would have been on the newspaper. I would have went in the store and seen this on a newspaper somewhere.
So I want to kind of read what people are saying. So D. Kula said they stole the ball from Randle like 3 times, and he was looking at his teammates to blame them. Didn't even try to go back down on court on defense. This is a Randle fan too. I'm just pointing out because there are like Stop It Videos is saying too that I'll read after. But Heck Reason said, real question: where's Julius when RJ goes off? I never see him hype him up. When RJ dunked on Bogdan, Randle spent his time complaining to the ref. I'm not gonna lie, I do never see him hype for it, but I don't know if it's for that because I don't really see Randle too hype anyway.
You know what? Yeah, I don't. I'm starting to wonder if he only likes getting hyped up, like if he only likes it. But I don't.
Or I just don't think he's a player like that. To be honest.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. I'm wondering.
What did Jim? He said, "Let's trade Randle for Big Cat and avoid Randle low IQ and emotional instability." And Chuck said he agrees.
Dripmore, I'll get back to y'all about that. I'll get back to you and Chuck on that about around the deadline. Remember that statement. I'll get back to you on the deadline.
Nah, this is a test for RJ to be finishing against Miles Turner because he's had a lot of trouble with him. But on all the other guards, he's actually done really good against the Pacers. But it is a test for him. They don't pass. He's right.
Yeah.
These last 2 games ain't Randle, though. I don't really think you can say these past 2 games is where Randle is at IQ defense-wise. No, I agree, but it's just like how he's been playing the past few games. Because I'll say the first few games, his passing IQ has been like better than it was last season. But just the last 3, it's been bad. As well as his offense.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. When you could be all X and O's, you could be good basketball IQ, whatever, right? If you start giving up bad vibes is like a cancer. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, it's like, huh? Yes. Thank you.
What did he say? He said Rondo?
Rondo. Yeah. Yeah. When you give bad vibes to your teammates, it's just a cancer because your teammates are going to be like, well, we got to deal with this again. You know, we're already down by 5 points, and this dude is making a hissy fit. Like, can we, stay focused? You know what I'm saying? Because I did see, someone did mention last night about like why players started going to hero ball. It was like because it's like a contagious effect. One guy goes into hero ball, he started messing up, and they're like, "Yo, I ain't trying to lose this game." So then everybody starts going to hero ball. And I'm kind of wondering, right? If the absence of Bullock being a guy that would be maybe in Randle's ear and saying,
he helped Randle a lot from the defensive end because he helped on his man a good amount.
No, but I'm talking about like as a veteran standpoint. In a veteran standpoint,
like in his ear.
That's where I see Kemba has to take his next.
Yeah,
because Kemba in that second quarter, right? You're feeding Randle in the low post because Randle's calling those plays. You're the point guard. You call the goddamn play, and you're not. And I get on people with this when I say, Kemba, you're a point guard. Feed the hot hand. RJ had it going. Randle didn't. But you're deferring to Randle. That's where you got to step up and make step up.
Wait a minute.
Right.
I agree with you. I agree with you, but it's
I
always
agree.
been like that. How many coaches have we had so far that, didn't take the ball out of Randall's hands? And the thing was, I remember I'm a big Frank.
The only
fan, whatever.
the only one who did it was D Rose, and D Rose never told Randall to give up the ball. He just took it from him.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You saw in that Atlanta series, right? When Randall had that blow up against, I think, Gallinari and like pushed him to the ground. Everybody was hyping him up, and D Rose just was sitting at him looking.
Oh, I saw he was sitting there just looking at him.
Yeah, that was
He
so
looked
funny.
disgusting.
Yeah.
He looked
Bro,
disgusted.
because he did that out of emotional instability. You just have
No.
That,
I get it.
That got me so mad, yo.
I
Go
get
ahead,
it, but
CP, I'm
here's the thing, right? If they gave him the keys, right? Like he's the lead, he's a quote unquote leader of the team. He's our quote unquote best player, right? Anybody could argue RJ or D Rose or whatever. You could argue that, it's fine. But the thing is that when the franchise gave him the bag, you're kind of like, well, we're gonna do what they say. You know what I'm saying? And then last year you had guys like Elfrid Payton, who's always giving him the rock, who was looking for his next contract. You had Bullock, that was, an older veteran and so forth and so on. He deferred. So you have all these people deferring. Now you're going to have quote unquote rift in the locker room if the teams are going to be like, well, maybe this is really RJ's team. See what I'm saying? It's more than just the point guard saying, oh yeah, we gotta give the ball. I'm sure a point guard wants to keep the ball, but I don't think it's in their culture to do it on their own. It's quote unquote Randall's team. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching the Dallas and
I'm watching it too.
Right.
The Heat game.
And how,
let me turn that on.
And how many times Luka got the ball, coming up? And it's like, I'm like, get the ball to, Brunson. Well, Brunson got it right now, but it's like,
Yeah.
Yo, is Reggie Bullock a ball handler on the Mavericks now?
A little.
No.
He barely plays that much. He's playing like a good amount, but like not as much as he did here.
They got him and Frank coming in at the same time, so I guess it's like an offense defense.
Why do I get a vibe that Randall might he would pull a Scottie Pippen and not come out of a timeout if a coach went to somebody? Like, why do I get that vibe? Like,
that would be fun.
I don't think he would pull that. I don't think he would pull that. I think he's still going the game. I just think that he
have
an attitude, right? It'll show.
He'd have attitude.
It'll show. Like,
hold on, I could tell Ditmore is Jamaican. Nobody but Jamaicans say bad-minded.
Agreed. CP, bad vibes and bad minded.
Bad vibes.
Do you think Randall knows a trade is coming and kind of stopped giving a damn? What's his body language look like to me? That's what his body language. I don't think he's getting traded at all. So I don't know. I don't know what type of trade, because I heard a few people say that. I really don't know what it would be. I just think he's off. I don't think there's like a certain reason, unless there's like a crazy reason.
Big trade during this regular season. I think we'll probably make a good trade. It's probably in like cheer up our perimeter.
Yeah, there isn't anyone on the team.
Defense, but I don't think there's gonna be a big trade to be made. I already have my ideas for next offseason and the trades that's gonna be made, and I'm gonna be really pissed if at least one of those don't happen.
Money changes people. Russell Westbrook IQ. RJ better than Randall. The Heat ball movement is their defense is crazy, bro.
Where's this Dallas game?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm really scared to play Dallas, bro.
It's on TNT.
I'm really scared to play the Heat because I just watched them play defense, and they have like the number one defense, and they just look like scary, bro.
Yo, imagine. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to troll the man. I said this the other night. Imagine what Randall gonna do against Marcus Morris and PJ Tucker. He gonna wet the bed.
No, I just gotta imagine like what every one of the teams gonna do. Because Randall's gonna have to go against
the Heat, right? Against the Heat,
Tucker.
Right? He's gonna be matched up against PJ Tucker. If it's not PJ Tucker, it's Bam Adebayo. Or if they go to the bench, it's Markieff Morris.
Yeah, I don't want to see a playoff series against the Heat, bro. Unless
not right now. At least second round. Not or maybe I don't know. No comment.
Yeah.
But honestly, any team we end up running into is gonna be tough. You know what I mean? Anything. I really want the Hawks, but
we're going on a little tough stretch right now.
I knew it.
Yeah, this is gonna make us grow right here.
Randall will be fine. I think people tweaking over the past. It's been like 3 games, but that's not the real Randall. I just want to see how he comes back from this because you could be at your lowest low, but I need to see what he is at his high. So, whoa. Chuck says Randall gets traded for Zion. I think Zion is pulling a Harden. He looks out of shape and uninterested. What do you all think?
I'm not trading for Zion.
Yeah, I don't want to trade Randall for him. Plus, the Pelicans aren't taking Randall back.
I like Zion too right now, but he's out of shape. If he was in shape, I ain't gonna front. I don't know.
I'm more interested in
You can't really stop Zion either. That's one thing, but he gets hurt too much.
Zion look like Big Shirley.
Yeah, someone in the chat, I'm not gonna repeat it, but someone said some crazy thing about how Zion looks. I'm not gonna say it.
Wait, who was it? Who was it? I got
today. It was last stream. I'll say it in the private.
Yeah. I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about.
I'll put it in the private.
I was dead.
Oh, I wish I saw it. It was the last stream.
You did. Oh, yeah.
Don't say it out loud, but I said it in the private chat. They messed up.
God, I ain't gonna say it out loud.
This is so messed up. Oh no! Yo, anyone that's watching, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on. We're gonna go for like another 10 minutes, just talk about the Pacers. Wow.
Yeah, no doubt. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, no. But Luka, Luka has to learn how to he's been ball hogging a bit more and he's been shooting bad, so he gotta continue to learn, bro. If he in shape, healthy Randall out in a heartbeat, yeah, I agree with that. Media talk, RJ name is trending on social media and at away arenas now.
Yeah, it is.
Ovi that killed DSJ career. So I think that's killing it. Okay.
And Randall seems super. Yo, I will say he's emotional. We're not the only ones. Everybody peeps it then. Okay, good. We all see that body. That body language is not. That's like Heck Breeze. I think it was you that said it. That's not a leader, yo. A leader's not gonna act like that. You can't act like that and be a leader.
So I'm gonna kind of go down through the matchups. So Malcolm Brogdon against Kemba.
Either way, could go either way.
I say Brogdon, man.
I say Brogdon too.
Brogdon's tough.
Brogdon is gonna.
I say either way, just because Brogdon's coming off an injury.
Oh, that is true. I need to see what injury but he was out a few games, so it probably. I'll give it the even too, to be honest. Then,
I'll give it the even. Yeah.
You got I don't know who would be the 2 or 3. It would probably be Karis LeVert, right?
Yeah, it's likely gonna be Karis LeVert.
All right, so
Duarte.
Either way, RJ is probably guarding LeVert.
Yeah, so it's Duarte and Fournier. Duarte, bro.
I'm gonna go with Fournier.
Duarte.
I'm gonna edge it to Fournier a little bit.
I'm gonna be honest. I might edge it to Fournier too, because I think he's gonna have a bounce back game. Because he didn't have the best game. I think he'll have a bounce back game, to be honest. What do you guys think, CP and Ethan?
I just think.
No, I agree. I agree with Kelly. Forte.
Okay.
Wait, who? Forte?
Yeah. Whatever his name is.
Duarte.
Wait, what? I said
Duarte, whatever it is.
Duarte.
No, I'm not going with Duarte.
Chuck said even.
Oh, Fournier.
Yeah, so
my bad.
All right, so okay. RJ and Karis LeVert.
I'm going with RJ.
I'm going with the Puerto Rican over the French dude.
He's Dominican, man.
Dominican. He is Dominican. Is he?
He's Puerto Rican and Dominican.
He's no.
Wait, who?
No,
wait, Duarte's Dominican. Duarte is Dominican.
Yeah, he's Dominican. He's from the same.
He's Dominican.
Oh yeah, Duarte is Dominican.
He's from the same place my ex is.
Oh God.
Yeah, no, Josh. Yeah, we were.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm over that. I'm not talking about that no more.
You got this, CP. You got this.
Oh, but yeah, RJ or Karis LeVert? Who you guys got?
Ooh.
RJ.
Oh, Cully, you don't got your headphones on?
My fault. I'm gonna go on mute. My bad.
No, you good. But yeah, who you got? Duarte. I mean RJ or Karis LeVert? I didn't hear what you said.
I got RJ.
Okay. CP, Ethan.
I think they both score 25 plus.
Right.
I can easily see
I agree.
LeVert going for 29 and RJ going for 28.
I've been watching Karis LeVert. He's been He's been scoring in a stretch where he goes off and then he kind of misses shots, but it's because he's coming back for injury. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is the game where he goes off. So I would most likely, to be honest, I'll put that even too, in my opinion. So yeah, we've been kind of split because we all agreed on even for Kemba and Brogdon, kind of even, and then this is even, and then you guys said we split on Duarte and Evans. So I mean, so far it's kind of even.
Here's the thing, right? When have we seen RJ and Randall go off at the same time?
I don't know. I feel like it was last year.
Oh, the OKC game,
right?
Yeah, OKC. Yeah, Randall passed it up to RJ so he can get his career high. I remember.
Yeah, Randall had 26, 12, and 12, and RJ had like 32.
I mean, against a good team.
Yeah, against the Clippers.
Never.
The Clippers. RJ had 24. Randall had 26. IQ had 23 that game. So I'll say that one was another one, and that was with Kawhi playing and PT playing.
Yeah, we lost that game by like 17 though, right?
Yeah, we lost that game, but it was a really the score doesn't tell you like the full story. Like we were closer, but we let the garbage time come in. So yeah, that was one of those games.
I remember Paul George started going off after a while.
Yo, Paul George, like the one that Kawhi didn't play in, Paul George literally made an out of bounds fadeaway shot. They made a tough
Ain't
shot.
got nobody to guard him. Bullock too small.
My thing is just like it's like they're gonna have to find a way to coexist at the same time. And
someone in the chat said that's why I kind of didn't go over. So yeah, that's a good point. Go ahead, continue.
I can agree.
Unless what you do is you don't say.
That's funny.
Oh my god! All right, I got another.
No, they're funny. They're funny. That's funny.
Yeah. So anyway, look. Damn, messed up my point, man. I'm thinking about.
You were talking about them coexisting, needing to coexist.
Yeah. My thing is like this. I think the thing that you got to do is you have to, since your bench isn't giving you anything like they used to, maybe play RJ with the bench and have him go off with the bench.
Like they did last game. They did that last game.
Okay, but earlier though.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, but I'm saying
I'm talking about like it got to be at the expense of like maybe
Burks or IQ.
No, I won't even say we have to do it.
I'm going to say IQ.
I know
you're gonna say.
I know, but CP, I don't even think we have to do it at the expense of anybody because with Taj out, we could just go small ball and run Obi at the 5.
This is true. He's most likely gonna be out. Him and Noel.
Yeah, so just run out like.
I don't want to run Sims at all.
Rose, quickly, IQ, and RJ. Just do those 4 like how we closed. Like how we did the other game, last game.
And then in that lineup, RJ is your main ball handler.
And you're running the offense through him.
Who's the 4? Who's the 4?
RJ is the 4.
Yeah, RJ is technically the 4 in that.
Oh my god,
But their bench isn't really like the tallest either.
Yeah,
so
they don't have a big bench. They have no backup
bigs. Brissett is their tallest player off the bench, and he's like 6'9". Yeah,
wait, which team? Which team?
The Pacers.
I thought Batase was like their big off the bench now.
Who?
Batase. They don't play him though.
Goga. Oh, Goga.
Yeah, they
don't really play him.
Oh, he's a bum then.
Bro, he had beef with the coach last year. It was like the weirdest thing I ever seen. They were literally arguing on the court. They were literally beefing.
That Batase pick was so weird because
he was like the 18th pick, I think.
Yeah, he was the 18th pick. You picked him as a center. You picked Isaiah Jackson, and then you already have Sabonis and Turner.
Yeah, that was like the most like
they just waste their first round pick.
They're looking to trade somebody. Just know that.
They always Miles Turner is in the trade room every year.
He's in the trade, right? Only because of health. He was healthy.
RJ gonna lock LeVert up like Rikers. Okay, so Randall and Sabonis, I have even. I have even. They always.
I think we both got.
I feel like this team. I'm gonna be honest. The starting lineups are mainly like even, in my opinion. It's like even.
I just think it depends on who comes off the bench and gives us the extra push.
The bench is the X factor in this game.
I agree.
100%. Cully won backstage. 100%. And then Mitch and Miles Turner, the same thing to me. They're even to me. So I would say
Winged
like
in
the
enough.
whole starting lineup is even. But we should, if our bench learns how to play like they did last year, we would have the advantage. But right now, I really don't know. They're really the X factor in this whole entire next stretch, especially if Taj is going to be out and Noel. Who is our closer? Randle don't drive the ball enough for it to be the rim. The gig is up on them. Jump cross court passes. RJ got to be our guy. I mean, the best thing for them to do right now, I don't like the next step for the Knicks is to get a closer. That's where you get to the next step as a team in general. And we're not good at closing quarters and closing games yet. So I do think that we can try to mold RJ into a closer, but it's gonna take him time to be that guy. It could be quicker than expected, but for now, I guess it's whatever the flow is. In the offense right now, whoever is high, whoever's going on, I don't know.
I think he wants it though. I think he wants it, RJ.
I think he does too.
I think
but
he
I don't
really,
know if they're gonna,
really
to be a leader,
allow him to be. I think he is already like a leader in himself. I think he was made
RJ's
to
a
be like
punk,
a leader.
man.
I think RJ, like sometimes he just wants to take over, but he's just not allowed to.
Wait a minute, Cully, you say RJ's a punk?
No, I was like play. I just want to see anybody hurt me. Come on, you know I love RJ.
He loves RJ. He loves.
Yeah, I love RJ, yo, to the death. RJ's
funny.
one of ours, man.
Like,
Nah, I
when you
want to
saw-
see RJ. Yeah, go
Hold
ahead,
up, sorry to cut you off, Cully, but when you saw RJ hit that shot in New Orleans when he got 35, you just saw a lot of rage come out of RJ. Like he wanted to do.
Yeah, he was so pumped up. Like after he made the first three, he was like he was calm down.
It was like he wanted to do it for so long. He was just never allowed to. I feel like
yeah, that's a moment that his
Right,
dad.
yeah,
That's a moment his dad would have loved. Like,
Bro, that's
Great
why I'm
point.
telling you guys. People try to act like RJ's a bum. If RJ was on a trash team by himself, he would be averaging like 20 something easily. But we wouldn't be. We would be talking about his empty stats. But we're winning, so this is what matters. Like I do think RJ it can be molded into that guy, and he wants to be that guy, and I think he can be that guy. That's why I've been telling. That's why I've been so high on RJ this whole entire time, because I've seen it in him, and I like you're seeing it the last few games unfold into him. He's been like making great passes, bro. The crunch time passes to CP in the end of the games has been amazing. Those out of rebound passes. Thank you for actually like catching it too and finishing it, because he had a trouble with that last season. But he's been looking like a natural leader, and just the way he's been scoring has been in all different ways, not just like one-handed.
Nah, man, we I was on mute. Oh, we look better, yo.
Yeah,
we
go
look
ahead.
better when RJ played, man. Just lately. You know what I mean? Just like along with our guards, we look good when he tries to take over, man. I'm just sorry. I mean, we haven't seen it enough to tell, like the eye test, but every time I've seen him, like, I don't know, I've been saying this since last season, even since the Oklahoma game, like when he stepped up. Like I want to see like big game. I remember another game where he did good, the Dallas game. Remember the second Dallas game in Dallas?
Yeah.
That was another game RJ kind of stepped up. I mean, he didn't really make too much, but he had big shots.
Pelicans game too.
Pelicans
when
game.
Randle was put to the bench and RJ played with the bench in the fourth quarter, he kept
Right.
scoring on JJ Redick, on Tim Hardaway Jr.
Right.
Like, he was going on.
I got a question though.
Go ahead.
What's up, brother?
They were mentioning last night about how Thibs, you know, it was a bad idea to keep what's his name quickly in the final minutes of the game. What you guys thought about that?
Oh,
Yes.
we were talking about earlier. I said that too.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I didn't hate it as much as everybody else did, because Fournier was just getting sunned by Gary Trent Jr. Like, bro, like it was embarrassing how bad Gary Trent was just locking him up. And at least you could take away everything you want from Quickly not making shots, but we were turning over the ball, and Quickly had 5 assists and 0 turnovers. So I wasn't hating it as much as other people.
I agreed. I thought that Fournier should have been out, to be honest, but he should have been put back in the last few minutes.
I feel you. Go ahead.
It feels like Alec Burke would have been at least a logical.
Oh no. Evan Fournier would have been. Alec Burks has been like off it too.
He got his money.
Yeah,
he got his
money.
Oh,
Cully, what were you saying?
I was just saying, I just was confused why IQ and Kemba was in at the same time. I just thought that was like weird. I mean, I'm okay with them being together. I just thought it was like weird. I'm like, this is the lineup you put out at the end of the game? Like, really? IQ erratic self? I mean, I don't know.
I kind of wonder if it was like a message to IQ, like, hey, get used to this, buddy, because this might be your last.
It could have been.
Come on, Frank.
It could have been. Could have taken either way. But I thought
Frank really
Frank.
just tried that over Hero.
Oh, I'm mad I missed him. I'm downstairs. Damn.
No, it's fun. They're not really going crazy. Ethan, if IQ hits his shots, it's a whole different talk. Yo, IQ had an ugly turnover. It just went on Mitch's name. Oh, what's good, Greenhouse? Bro, I haven't seen. Yeah, I don't remember which exact turnover it was. But yeah, the one thing that almost got me mad with IQ the most is that RJ passed him the ball for a wide open like floater, and he reset all the way back and caught RJ for a dunk. But if he didn't finish that, that would have been really horrible. RJ's room to be the player for us. RJ was the #1 ranked player going to college. He has been playing on the world stage since he was like 15. So when he said he is built for this, that was a fact. I agree. I've been saying that too.
I know his dad is proud. Steve Nash is proud.
He was Harden in 2017. They really tried that right in his mid, bro. That's funny.
Yo, so when is RJ's contract extension up?
This season, the end of it.
Right?
Oh, he's going. Oh yeah,
gotta pay that man that money.
Oh, so, no. Check it out, man. Now I see it. Now I see what's going on. So
there's no way you think that he's gonna leave.
No.
He's implying that RJ's just doing this now just to get the bag.
Listen to what I'm gonna say. Right. So I believe he's going to have to hit some plateaus. RJ, right? He might have to have make the All-Star team or something like that to probably get that max contract or something like that, or maybe a point percentage or something like that. Now, what's coming in his way? Julius Randle is coming in his way.
Julius Randle.
So if I'm RJ, I'm like, yo, I need to get mine. And sometimes, it's either going to have to be the franchise is going to say, look, we're going to give you this bag.
Brunson, okay.
Yeah, they got within 11. We got to give you this bag, and we're going to have to give you the keys. And that means trading Randle. Because I don't think you're going to have. I think there's only one ball, and it feels like from all the things that we're seeing, is Randle's tight.
Okay, no, I know what you're trying to say, and it makes sense like the way you're saying it, but at the same time,
yeah, like
I think that
RJ is that type of dude.
No, I don't think he's going to be traded. I don't think he's going to be traded at all.
No,
I'm just saying, but he wants his bag.
I'm talking about the aspect of RJ had wanting his bag. Like the kid was born into wealth. I don't think they really.
No, but no, I think it's fine.
No, hold on.
I think it's fine.
His daddy ain't making 198,000. He's going to be the wealth of that generation.
Yeah, no, he is. But the way I'm saying is that that I don't think that I know in the sense you're saying it, but at the same time, I think that Randle could have got more money, and I don't think he did because he wants RJ to get his money and he wants Mitch to get his money. That's the way I think of it. So I don't think like that money thing is like for that, but I do understand the sense what you're saying with Randle getting in the way of his bag, sort of. But I think RJ is going to continue playing like this. Not scoring like 27 every game, but he's going to score like in those 20s.
Yeah, Randle really did take a cap-friendly contract if you look at it.
Yeah, 27 or 28 per mil. He could have gotten like probably like 30 something. Not saying he deserved it, but 30 something.
Wait a minute. But if the Knicks had say, look, either you take this or you walk, who was going to give him that $30 million a year?
I don't know.
Who? Exactly.
It depends on the team.
Sometimes we have to.
There would have been a dumb team who would have gave it to him. There would have been a dumb team.
Yeah, but then you would have to take your risk in free agency and bet against yourself. Like what's this dude's name? Schroeder. Remember Schroeder?
See if you're gonna say RJ is gonna trade.
No, I'm not saying that. Like Schroeder, he bet against himself and he lost. So I think he had to take that money.
Randall trying to stun RJ instead of run with him. They don't seem like bros on the court. CP, they might have to give RJ the max, which would be more money than Randall. So Randall feel like he.
I mean, I don't really say that they don't seem like bros. Like every time Randall does something good, RJ always like hypes him up and does something.
Yeah, I don't think.
I just don't think Randall's the type to do it.
But the question is weird because they barely play well. Like it's either RJ scores more than Randall, and Randall has like a mid game, or
here's the thing.
Randall
just
here's
goes
the thing. Off.
Hold on. Here's the thing, Ethan. RJ doesn't hold grudges. Randall holds his grudges. You see what I'm saying? So it's gonna be on Randall's mind and so this and that. RJ's not that type of player. He's a team player. He played at Duke. You know, that was a team, thing. He's from Canada. You know what I mean? I think they're nice up in Canada.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. No, I mean, he said, you think it's rather than just not betting on himself? The world knows he's not a supermax guy. Come on, we're not about to give him 40 like they did Rudy. I think Randall could have gotten like 33. Not like 40. I think he could have gotten like 33. So he like $5 million, an extra $5 million per year probably. So I mean, I don't know, to be honest. I don't know why they can't play well together. We really got to see. If you want to win a playoff series, Randall and RJ both have to carry us offensively. I agree. Everyone was coming here and saying that RJ coming into the season is going to be the fourth option. It's looking like he's the second option, and the first one some nights. Greenhouse said, "What is CP talking about? Just rambling." I don't know. I think he's just in his bag right now. I think everyone's in their bag about Randall, but I mean, it's understandable.
Was I rambling?
I don't know. I think it's because you're talking about trading Randall. That's why that part.
I never said trading.
No, the scenario of RJ. That's why with like him getting his bag and Randall being in his way. Randall played at Kentucky. Dude knows better. Trust. I hope he does.
My bad, Greenhouse. Maybe I'll talk slower.
Oh, Bullock with a 3. Wow, nice. But yeah, so the Pacers bench is not really that. Oh, he's talking about. He says Randall holds grudges. How would you ever know that? Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This. I just let that through. I mean, I think he's saying that just because Randall looks like he's emotional a lot.
I mean, Randall's not a soft dude. In Randall's first game, he went on KG. People forget that. He's not scared of anybody.
Yeah, I remember. I saw the video.
Remember he had that little thing with Cousins? That was hilarious.
Yeah, so like, I don't think I agree with.
Oh, come on, Frank.
I agree with Randall. Like,
yeah.
Wow, he made that. Frank just literally like ISO Tyler Hero and made a mid-range shot. That's
cool. They be running plays for Bullock over there in Dallas.
We ran plays for him too, but it was just with
Randall. Like a bootleg. I feel like a bootleg Knicks fan. I'm rooting for the Dallas Mavericks right now.
Oh, airball.
No, Dallas.
I am too because I want the Heat to win. I mean to lose. I want the Heat to lose.
Yeah, I don't like
that. CP's watching.
Hey, good team, Frank.
CP's watching this game how I used to watch Knicks games when Frank was starting or when Frank was in the game.
Yeah, I liked Frank too, but Frank
bro,
I
was the biggest Franker out of Frank jersey. I used to when Frank was on the court, bro. I would not look at the game. I would just look at Frank and see what he was doing the whole time.
RJ's the most mentally tough on our team. Randall got to show me some sort of IQ down the stretch. RJ's already showed it. Julius about to be 27.
Oh, okay.
RJ said Randall was his best friend on the team, and he root for him because he remembers when he was getting bullied at the free throw line. RJ and Julius literally sit next to each other on the plane bus. Right, let's go Dallas. The Knicks beat the Heat. Yeah, I want Dallas to win just because I want the Heat to be 5-2.
Dallas.
Yo,
that is hilarious.
Yeah, but I mean, we're basically done with talking about like the page stuff. We're literally just watching this game right now. But I'm about to end it in a few minutes. But yeah, no, the next few games there's gonna be a lot of like taller teams, so it's gonna be hard for us to really go and match up against them. So we really got to show that our defense is real.
And also the energy. We gotta match energies.
Yo, we gotta show that we actually want. All those Knicks play good, don't they?
That Rick Brunson layup was fire. Though. Hey, I saw that, right?
You said Rick Brunson.
Yeah,
You mean Jalen?
you're delayed.
Jalen Brunson. My fault.
Yeah, no, that was nice. Yeah, they're
That
coming
was
back.
fire, right?
Yo, he's
Okay,
one
good.
guy like I can't even believe he's in the NBA. If I showed him to my mom and said, "Yo, this dude's in the NBA," she's
Who,
like,
Jalen
"That guy
Brunson?
is-" Yeah.
I didn't want him on the Knicks just because of him playing literally 3 minutes in the playoffs.
Nah, he was good
Yeah,
all year.
he's clutch though. But yeah, I know.
He was good all year.
No, he was good all year, but I'm saying in the playoffs he wasn't.
In the playoffs, yeah, he didn't really touch the floor.
And Rick Carlisle literally played him for 3 minutes.
Rick Carlisle, something else.
But no,
He's
yo,
gone
the
now.
Heat. When we play the Heat, bro, this defense is like, I don't
Yo,
know,
if we
man.
play the Heat in the playoffs, we're getting swept. No
Just
thanks.
like what? Does anyone know when we play them? I actually need to check when we play them.
I bet you
I
it's
need
gonna
to
be like
see when this
December.
next matchup is, bro.
It probably will be a December game.
I feel like it's gonna be a
the
December
first game we
game.
play the Heat is January 26th.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's January.
January.
Wait, so
That long? They're making us wait that long to see how we play against them. Yeah, let's get those likes up if you haven't already. Make sure you smash that like.
Yeah, let me
Try to get a
I'll do
55.
that.
Get these likes up, man. Come on, yo, let's go. How many
Yeah, nah,
people
we
got
doing
in
good.
here?
Lie, bro.
Yeah.
The only game I want the Knicks to lose is when they play Dallas and Franks comes back and drops 30.
Why would you want that? That makes no sense. I want to smoke them, bro. What?
Yeah, hold on, nah, bro. If that happens,
Bro, the thing you gotta
If that happens,
do when
I'll
you see
argue
a player
either.
like that is you gotta hope that your player does good, but we still win.
yeah, no, I'm just saying if that happens, CP's feed is gonna be the most funniest in the world.
And I was a Frank fan, but Frank just was not that guy.
He looks more comfortable in Dallas though.
Yeah, 'cause the way they're gonna
it's also because he's playing.
Right.
Yeah. But it's like he looks like he's poised. It's like
I mean, he
no
better
pressure
be.
on
It's
him.
been 4 years since he's been drafted.
No,
But
Madison Square.
appreciate you guys in the chat, bro.
You know the problem with Frank was Frank never like knew how to show out in practice. Like he never knew how to just take over at a certain time. He would like take over defensively, but he would never take over offensively.
Whoa.
I like Finney Smith. Finney
Or,
Smith
like
back
he
in
never
game.
controlled the pace of the game like how a point guard should. And that was just like that's the one thing I always had against Frank.
He's not really a point guard, though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
we
my guy
tried.
Melo. At least he hit clutch free throws and clutch shots.
He's not a point guard, but Fizdale. The one thing the two things that Fizdale was right on. Fizdale's
Frank
first
was-
game, he started Frank at the small forward position. He started RJ at the point guard position.
I wanted to see RJ
Quiet
play
buddy,
point.
quiet buddy, salute.
Yeah. Well, I have a question. So, someone brought up about Melo. Everyone says Randle is better than Melo ever was for us. How do you
No,
guys feel?
stop. I'm tired of that question. It's the most stupid question in the world. The Carmelo Anthony disrespect for Knicks fans is crazy to me.
Yeah, and
Crazy to me.
All right, look, me and Josh went back and forth over Melo. On the court, I think he was awesome. I do think though he has a lot of blame that he's deserved to. I loved Melo. Don't get me wrong, but when I used to watch LeBron play, and I'd be like, "Damn, he makes everybody better." And then I would watch a Knicks game with Melo, and I wouldn't see that. But I think they're two different players.
Yes.
Like skill-wise, Melo could do it all. Every single thing he could do it all offensively. I think Randle last year showed that he could be a versatile player, getting everybody involved, and that's what the Knicks obviously needed. So it's two different, players, and it's gonna leave it like
I gotta disagree with you to an extent, though.
You
wanna know why? Because LeBron last season or the season before, whatever, on the Lakers, he was calling for the same thing. He just went public doing it. He was pretty much calling for the same thing Melo needed when his time in New York, and that was a point guard. Even LeBron's calling for like another playmaker. Like he's asking for another playmaker to be there with him and AD. LeBron.
What was the point?
But
what's the point of having another point guard when you are the point guard? It makes no sense.
Melo wasn't no point guard. Melo's a
No. I'm
wing.
talking about LeBron. I'm talking about with LeBron. Like LeBron
No, but
wants
that's
another
why he
point guard.
wanted.
He is a point guard. He has the ball like
No, he is.
95% of the time.
But that's why he wants that's why he wanted all the. He wanted Kai. I know he missed Kyrie. He wanted a Kyrie around. He wanted a.
But
He wanted a Kyle Lowry. He wanted.
But what I was.
Kyrie's not a point guard.
But what I was arguing with Josh was with the Melo thing and why he couldn't, retire a Knick is because him and the franchise were going in two different directions. And when you have, two sides going in different directions, you have to have a split. And I put blame on both of them. I give Melo maybe 30%, the franchise another 50, or whatever. But
I'm giving him 10.
Think,
giving him 5 or 10%. I mean, ain't get that man no help.
Yeah, but like I said, they were going in different directions. They were trying to do a rebuild with him around. That was not going to make sense.
Yeah,
but that's where you got to blame Phil. When Phil got Derrick Rose, that team was good. When he got Derrick Rose the first time, they was good. They made Derrick Rose.
That would be so funny.
Derrick Rose wanted to ghost the team and go straight AWOL because of this damn triangle. The team was fine, yo.
The triangle wasn't a bad idea, but just the way they
it was just
the
so
way
repetitive.
They just handle with things was just bad.
Yeah, like come on, like you had a cool team. You had some good pieces. Courtney Lee was he had some years left. You had good pieces, like some alright pieces.
You see what Stava video said? He said Frank gonna lock up Jules. Just watch. It would be the most.
Yo, if that happens,
that would be so bad. Oh my
god. If that happens, yo, I'm not watching no Knicks games for like at least 1 week. So
Melo better than Tatum. You know what's funny? Tatum is kind of being compared to Melo now. Like I've heard a good amount of people. Yeah, elite ISO scoring, not that good of a passer. I mean,
not a good passer.
I won't say the Melo thing because Tatum's a lot better defensively than Melo ever was.
Yeah,
in my opinion. I'll say this though, right? When you compare the whole Melo and LeBron thing, when every time they matched up, Melo busted his ass.
Yup. Look, like he said, Melo's career was better than LBJ before 2010. The Knicks killed Melo legacy like they are killing Knox and killed Frank. Melo went to the playoffs.
I can agree with that. It was
him and the Nuggets was nasty, bro. And those jerseys,
he had a tough. It was so tough in the West, yo. And then he made that 09 run, and then Ariza got that steal, but that Melo was dogging, yo. Like it was bad.
You saw when Kobe and Melo matched up in that playoffs, and you just see the clips of how they just fighting the whole time. Like LeBron.
Thank you. Yo, Kobe said, who's in my avatar right now, that Melo was the hardest person he ever guarded because it was like he could do everything. He'd take off the dribble. He was in the low post. He could be top of the key. He could be on the corner, like everything. Like,
and Melo was sneaky athletic too. People always forget that he had that little ups. And like my thing, like really strong. My thing with Melo was like when you matched him up against all the stars from like his generation, his decade. When you put up the one-on-one stats compared to him, Melo always busted them. Like he always had the advantage over every single one of them. It's just a shame that he never got to win in his prime.
Yeah. He said Melo was jealous of Jeremy Lin. 2012, 2013.
I said
Melo was top 5.
He might have been a little bit, but isn't he the one that told coach like, "Yo, why you don't put him in"? Isn't he the one that said it?
Right.
Melo ain't had this talent that Julius got. Plus, players were less efficient than 2 different areas.
What? Oh, stop.
Melo was a more talented player than.
No. He's saying he didn't have the talent we have on this team when Melo played. I agree with him.
Right. Somebody just said, was it Heck Breezo said it? They had Gianna's brother Thanasis starting with Melo 1 year, which they
I don't even know why we drafted Thanasis, but I think no elite guy in the link thinks Julius is elite. He seemed so out of place at the All-Star game. They gave him the ball to. He deserved to go there. I don't know. I think he was fine there.
Yeah, bro. And I watched that on what you call the broadcast brothers. Their video of Knicks draft picks, and bro, it was just hilarious to me.
Like me passed up.
No, like just the people who he drafted, and like
they're like such no names that you don't even like know.
That's what I mean. Like we passed up. We could have got the names that we could have got.
I said
your Cully, y'all got a new mayor.
Yeah, who?
Cully. Eric, what's his name?
I don't
Eric
know.
He
Adams.
won?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I didn't vote today, so I'm like a little behind.
I didn't care, to be honest.
I didn't care. I should have though. It was up the block for me, but I came home from school and just wanted to go to sleep, yo. You know what I mean?
No,
Yeah, I
thank
literally
you for
did
your
this straight
civic-
after
Thank
class.
you for your civic duty. I want to visit
Yeah.
one day, but y'all gotta get better, man.
Man, you right.
Keep on
That's
reading.
funny. I'm not
I
saying
still
he
read
ain't
the
deserve it.
post.
I'm saying he seemed that.
Right, Clee Anthony. I like Clee Anthony too, man. And Sasha Voigt. We had Sasha Voigt. Like, man. Jose Calderon. You remember that year he got smoked? We're not gonna talk about that though. I mean, we can talk about that. It's Knicks history, but
Oh my
he got
God,
smoked,
man.
yo.
He's like an old.
Talk about it if you
He's
want.
like an old dude.
He was an
I
old dude.
mean, kind of are. No offense.
Huh?
But if, you know. No,
I
I'm
mean,
talking.
yo, man, like those 20, those. What?
Ooh.
Wait a minute.
Those
Yo,
what?
those
Oh.
mellow years. Those mellow years were, man, they were bad. I mean, the franchise wise, like what the franchise was doing, they were bad. Like, you know,
Bro,
hard to watch.
Melo's best option was Porzingis. Like that was like the best teammate he had like in a while. Like
What are you
after.
talking about? Nah,
Him
it
and
was
Rose.
that,
Rose.
nah. It was
Nah.
the old team, the old timers team he had.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
JR?
Under
Melo's most talented teammate that he ever
No,
had.
but I'm saying in a few years that was like his
No,
best.
yeah, in a few years, like in like
Yeah.
2 3 years. But Melo's most talented teammate that he ever had on the what you call it on the Knicks was J.R. Smith.
JR. And that's still
Yeah.
not good. That's a bench. That's a 6-man, bro.
Nah,
Wow,
but
he made
I'll
that.
say this though, right? If J.R. Smith ever put it
Ah.
together, he had been a top 10 shooting guard of all time.
Yo,
If he ever put
He had the
JR was
tools.
nice,
Look,
bro.
no,
He
no,
was
no.
Yeah,
Yo,
all the
athletic
tools.
sniper, a streaky sniper, but still.
if he would have put down the Henny, he would have been one of the top 10.
If he wasn't running
But he
around
couldn't
with
put down the Henny.
He had the right coach though, but it was a gift and a curse. You know what I'm saying?
him
I mean,
being in
it
New
was
York.
in New
was-
York.
Him being in New York was a gift and a curse. Yo. Talking about, I didn't want to leave. You did everything possible to get traded, yo. I was
My
mad with
thing
JR.
was
Sorry.
we got nothing. What did we get out of that trade? Nothing.
Yo, that made me
Yeah.
hate Phil.
Oh
We got
my
Didn't we
God.
lose? Wait, what trade did we lose Jamal Murray in? I always forget.
The Melo trade.
Bargnani.
Melo trader.
We traded J.R. Smith and Amon Shumpert for 2 second-round picks.
Wasn't that Bargnani? That was one that belonged to Denver?
Nah, Bargnani was a whole different thing.
I thought it was the Bargnani pick because that was the 2016. That was no.
No, I think it was a Melo trade.
Because I remember I thought we gave up a pick and that pick belonged to Denver.
Yeah, that was. I believe that was the Melo trade. That was the Melo trade.
Bro, that Bargnani trade was stupid too.
No,
Leon
but
Rose-
that Melo trade was 2011. We really gave up a 2016 pick. I thought that was Bargnani and we traded a pick for Bargnani. No.
Nah. No, you heard the story of Bargnani though, right? Leon Rose was Andre Bargnani's.
I heard this.
Yeah, he said we was going to trade. Wasn't we going to trade for somebody else?
Yeah, we were going to trade for Aldridge.
Yeah,
Aldridge.
And then Leon Rose convinced James Dolan to trade for Andre Bargnani instead.
God, yo.
Oh my God.
It was easy to convince
Dolan.
Was it Steve Mills that did it? It was easy to convince him at the time.
But those dudes are funny. I'm not gonna lie though. I'm about to end it. Like in a minute. Like if you guys got anything like last to say. I'm tired. I need to like lay down for a little and watch this game.
Yeah, I would watch. CP has something to say.
No, I'm good. I want to get the. It's past y'all bedtime, youngins.
Nah, not my past my bedtime. I came here right after class. 3 hours. We've been on for 3 hours.
We need somebody else to go live, yo. We need some more Knicks talk. We need some sports talk, man.
Wait a minute. What are you going to school for, man?
Me?
Where you going to school? No, yeah, both of y'all.
I mean, I'm undecided for now, but I just started like
liberal arts. Liberal arts.
Technically, yeah. For now.
What about
I'm
you,
going
Sully?
for that's what's up. I'm going for surgical tech, surgical assistant.
Huh. That's good.
Dallas still cable.
Yeah, man, surgical assistant. Man. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool topic, man. It's tough. It's the guys.
I'm a Giants fan, and I'm excited to watch the Jets game on Thursday. I'm pathetic right now.
Channel started channel Cully Cully got his music.
Yo, I ain't
on
gonna
this
lie, bro.
one.
For all y'all Jets fans out there, if Mike White, if he balls out on Thursday, I'm gonna be clowning y'all.
Mike
so
White,
much.
yo, he.
I'm
You mean like if he
a
starts?
Jet
I mean,
fan.
I'm gonna be honest. You should hope he does bad, so Zach Wilson
I want
doesn't
to
get
start a
like
channel.
anything bad.
Matter of fact, I need a drink, so I probably will have to watch that game somewhere.
Oh yeah, you're a Jets fan, no?
Yeah, I'm a Jet fan.
Oh.
Being from Jersey, right?
Hello. I
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
agree. But he should have done that year one. Yeah. Nah, Knox. I don't know. Knox needs another team, and he'll be decent. Like if he goes to OKC, he'll average like 15
Man,
points.
Knox is a punk.
Yeah, man.
Man, stop doing us light skinned dudes like that, man. Fellow
So
light
we got
skinned dude,
light
bro.
skin dudes. Taj is light skin. He give it up. You know what I mean?
Can't wait till
Yeah.
Grimes play.
The Jets
No,
are
Grimes-
Yo, bro,
trash.
CP, don't get me
Grimes
started.
hive is growing.
Yo, don't
Hydra.
get me started on that ground.
Sadly,
I'm on the
Just-
Grimes hop. You already.
Grimes
Really, actually,
looking like
just
a
looking
bust
at
to
we
me.
traded.
I'm sorry.
We traded our
What?
2016
I-
first for
I'll say
Andre.
that in the aspect of
Which was-
drafting him, that
Yeah,
draft pick
for-
is
yeah.
looking like a bust.
They belong to Denver. My bad, Ethan. My bad.
Oh no, I'm just saying that Grimes pick. If we drafted him not to play him at all, we should have drafted.
You know
somebody
what?
else.
One thing I noticed
Oh,
with
I
Tibbs,
see.
I
see.
my bad.
We
Hadu.
should if we drafted him not
Josh
to
Christopher.
play him, we should have Josh Christopher or Kai Jones, because those are players with higher talent who could use time to develop. Grimes does not need time to develop. He's a low ceiling player.
I'm not gonna lie. With all this injury with our centers, Kai Jones would have probably been like perfect, even though he was a rookie. I would.
One thing I
trust him
will
so much
say
more.
with Tibbs though, Tibbs doesn't play rookies, but he will play you the second year in. He will play guys
No,
second year.
it's not the thing up against rookies. It's just that you have to be able to be smart and play. Like quickly,
Yeah, I know.
he was a rookie, but
Those
quickly
guys are
showed-
situational though, like Grimes and McBride. Because I know
Yeah,
this-
but look,
Nah,
you heard the reason
nothing
that
kills me. Nothing kills me more than when we passed on that kid that's now in Charlotte. What's his name? Bognite.
Book
Night?
night. Well, we wasn't gonna
Oh
get him,
yeah,
though.
I thought we were gonna trade
Yo,
for him.
CP, me, Gmo, Hadouken were on the book knife since like 3 months before the draft, and like
I was
just
on
hurt.
Josh Christopher though over
It
everyone.
just hurt.
Except
when
I was on Trey Murphy.
Yeah, he was
Nah,
on Trey Murphy.
My boy is a Lonzo Ball fan, and he was like, "Yo, how's it that you guys missed your pass on just gave it to us?" I was like, "Oh
Wait,
wanna know why?
Lonzo? You mean LaMelo? or-
ball family.
LaMelo,
Hey, yo,
sorry."
LaMelo, yeah. No, he's talking about LaMelo.
Lonzo?
So
And Book Night.
the Book Night.
Oh,
Book Night is getting DMPs right now because they have too much like depth on that team right
They
now.
got
not
too
even
much
playing.
talent.
We'll take him.
That's the team that I'm
wanna-
saying they got better bench than us, bro. They got a better bench.
Yeah, who the Hornets?
Yo, and by the way, all y'all Kelly Oubre haters, look at him now, shooting over 40.
I love.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, I
I
already said why I didn't want him. I said he was good, but I just didn't want
And
him.
look at him now,
I didn't
shooting
feel like it would've been good
45% from 3.
And I wanted Oubre. I said, yo, I don't even care.
Me
He can
too.
defend the wing with RJ, and I'm good.
Yeah, I'll give that to you, but I didn't act like he was trash, so I'm fine. Because all I said is I just didn't
Nah,
think
bro,
he was
there
gonna
was
stay
some
with
people
us.
out here who was just trash.
The number one thing you said, Hadouken, was that we
Is lefty,
we
yeah.
need shooting. The number one thing you said was that we do need shooting, but we also need finishing. And the man slashes. He slashes, yo.
Yeah,
We need
that's
somebody
why
that
I was saying personally I would take Oubre over Fournier if that is like the final two, because you remember I said that. But I mean right now, like Fournier has been good, but
Oh, and
we
by
just
the
can't
way,
even have
we
him. We
paid
didn't have him on the
Alex
court.
Burks 3 years, $30 million. Well, the Hornets got Kelly Oubre on a 2-year, $20 million. Why the hell we didn't pay Kelly Oubre instead of Alex Burks is my question.
To be honest, he probably didn't want to come here.
Great question. Good question.
Probably
I
didn't
thought
want to
he-
come here.
Okay, we
wanted
paid
to be
Kelly
here.
Oubre a 2-year, 25 instead of.
Actually, no, he did want to come here.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
did
think-
want to come here. We could
I
just
think
pay
he
him
did
2
want
years,
to.
25.
He had a thing with SNY. I remember watching it.
Should have got that, man. He could have been, and then you have your 2-guard with IQ, and oh man,
They're playing
Look,
Cody Martin
bro,
over him too. He's
You don't have
trash.
to worry about we don't have to worry about our defense a lot because we
Yep.
could just plug in Oubre.
Yep. Nick fans ain't won because of his eyes, and his haircut.
Yeah, stop
Nick
videos. It
fans
makes
didn't
no
want him because
sense.
do you know what happened? The Nick players didn't want him because he knew all the IG thoughts would go to the Garden for him instead of them.
Wait, for who? What are you talking about?
Kelly Oubre.
Oh,
Nah,
They're playing-
the whole world love.
bro, they're
Whole
playing
world
Cody
thinks
Martin
Oubre
over Kai Jones, and yeah, it's annoying, bro. I don't know. I wish we had Book Night here and just stashed him at least. Look, if we had Book Night over Alec Burks, bro, Don't get me started. All right, I'm
bro,
about to
man.
end this.
Nah,
Shout
bro.
out to everyone
Man.
that's been watching and people that pulled up. Shout out to Nick G that was here.
Speaking of IG thoughts, I'm about to go flip in somebody's.
Okay. Okay, you could go do that. Shout out to CP. Shout out to Cully. Shout out to Ethan. Shout out to everyone who was watching, and shout out who's
Later,
going
man.
to watch.
Yeah, we need to get
Salute. Somebody go live,
yeah.
man. Salute.
we need
Yeah,
a
smash
time,
that like button. I'm
we
gonna
need
catch
a
it.
time limit for CP.
Get them likes up, man.
We need a
Somebody-
time limit for CP's phone tonight, just so he don't do nothing stupid.
Yeah, peace out to the chat. Peace out to the chat.